Hello, this is Ryan. Happy, healthy vegan, doing an impromptu midweek live stream. So welcome, guys. Thanks for coming. I see Michael and Kirsten Slater are the first to arrive, and for people who are just coming and joining, thank you for coming here. You might know, hey, VLAM, what's up? Friday is my main live streaming day. Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when we openly invite everyone to come, especially anti-vegans. I think they have some great reason why veganism should be debunked. But Wednesday, I kind of leave that part out of the title. It's at the very end. It's really more just ask a vegan anything, catering more just to, vegans that want to ask things, talk about vegan things. Totally cool. But yeah, Friday's the big night where we do all that, plus openly invite the anti-vegans. But tonight, hopefully we won't have too many. It's always exciting. We get one or two, but hopefully it'll just be primarily us vegans chilling. But you never know what's going to happen in a live stream. Yeah, I came on a little earlier than normal too. I usually come on at 6 p.m. PST on Fridays, but why not come on a little early on a Tuesday here? Cool. Jen. Thanks for joining. That's one reason I like to come on a little earlier sometimes to get people who might, who are normally asleep on my Friday live stream. So I know it's pretty late already for you out there, Jen. So if you can, stay up a little bit longer, you can enjoy a live stream here. And, yeah, anyway, who else is coming on here? Tokens, Sober Kid, cool name. Hey, Tin Man Adonis, how's it going? Fa Dieting. Hey, yeah, Fa Dieting, thanks for mentioning. Yeah, the video we posted on Love Spirals, you guys hopefully saw the video premiere, the live premiere of the new video from our band, music video from Love Spirals. So let me know if you guys had a chance to check that out. If not, I'll give you the link down here. In fact, I'll paste the link for the hell of it. Why not? Let's go. I think it's right there. Yeah, here it goes. Let me just grab the link for that. There we go. All right, back to, that's our music video there. Let me paste the link here. And yeah, you can check out we have a new 3-song EP/single out now on all streaming platforms. iTunes, Spotify, or Apple Music, Tidal. Thought it's on Shazam even, but anyway, yeah, check that out. And here's the link to the music video. It's we just released that yesterday, about this time yesterday, 24 hours out. And we might post it on the Happy Healthy Vegan channel later, but if you saw it on our Love Spirals channel, that's where we're going to post all our music related content first. And we'll have lots of stuff on the Love Spirals channel that we don't put on here, but we'll try to put the music videos up here just a little bit later. But yeah, follow us on Love Spirals Official. Again, the link's down there on the live chat to the music video. And while you're there, hit subscribe, hit notify. I promise it won't bug you that much. But yeah, we're looking to have some new content now with the new album out. Let's see. Hopefully the video's not on Spotify. Hey Peter, good to see you. It's on every streaming platform. You can't, I don't think you can say don't put it on all. It's on all of the streaming platforms. Hey VLAM, I've heard that Hong Kong's been going through a pretty significant COVID surge right now. So you're looking at a mass lockdown soon here in Hong Kong while the rest of the world's opening up. What's it been like before now, VLAM? Have you kind of just been opened up for the most part, and now you're getting your first real kind of nasty surge and lockdown? But yeah, sorry to hear about that. Yeah, that's no fun. Cool, you saw it, WD Mommy, and you loved our song. Oh, cool, awesome, thank you. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. That means veganism debunked. All right, you guys saw it. Vegan sneeze there. Oh my God, a vegan sneeze. It's over now. It's quit being vegan. The design on my shirt, I have this hole in it. That's why I don't wear it too often. But I don't know. I guess it's based off the Disney Lion King, and it has a pro-vegan or pro-animal message on here instead of the one that's on the Disney shirt or something like that. I don't fully get it, but anyway, I think it's cool because I looked it up before when I got it to make sure I'm not wearing something that says something mean or nasty or something like that. Hey Johnny, how's it going, Johnny Bravo? Yeah, hop in as long as you can. Yeah, it's a lot of the same faces, a few new ones, but my impromptu Tuesday or midweek live streams. You never know who's going to be here. Let's see, So Mindful. Hey, every evening, everyone. I've been jamming out to Love Spirals a lot recently. Sandcastles and Heartstrings are your jams. Cool. Well, hopefully you've been enjoying our new 3-song EP as well and saw the music video. If not, I'll put the link down there one more time to the new Love Spirals music video. Check it out. It's only like 3.5 minutes. You know, even if you hate it, you won't lose too much of your life there. It's like a Love Spirals beach vlog come to life or something like that. Yeah, some of you missed the premiere. Oh, it's okay. You know, I forgot how many of us there, like 20, 30, 40 of us, or something like that, all chilling to it. It was all cool. And yeah, you can watch it afterwards if you haven't already. DC. Hey, DC, I'm not a medical doctor or a nutritionist, but you're asking if you give up eggs, will your cholesterol go down? Yeah, in theory, it's not 100% slam dunk. It depends where you're at right now. If your your serum cholesterol is already low and you give up eggs, it might not make a difference. Or if it's already really high, I don't know. Anyway, give it a shot, because that is dietary cholesterol, just in the same sense of giving up or reducing the amount of like plant foods you have that are high in like saturated fat, like coconut oil does affect LDL, bad cholesterol. So yeah, at DC, any foods, I mean, again, I don't think I'm speaking like out of my league here, but yeah, foods that have dietary cholesterol, more you consume them, generally your serum cholesterol goes up, and the opposite is true as well. Hey, so FTL from Shanghai, wow, good to see you there. I didn't know we made it through to China. How do you do that? So is YouTube available in China, or do you need some kind of like special VPN software or anything like that? Let's see, Jen. Speaking of people with COVID overseas, your son and family, not you, but your son and family have COVID here, and your daughter and family have it, and they live in Australia at the same time, all vaccinated too. Yeah, it seems like vaccinations aren't really stopping infections as much as they used to now with Omicron. But it seems like from the data I've seen, it's like a huge reduction in like 96% reduction in hospitalizations or something like that. So it still seems very effective at reducing severe enough illness to end you up in the hospital. It's a VLAM. Tight restrictions in Hong Kong ever since pandemic start. Masks, vax required everywhere. No gathering of any kind. Everything's banned. But strangely, everyone has to go to the office. Yeah. Hopefully it'll come and go. This Omicron surge that hit the United States, kind of came and went in the matter of like a month and a half or something like that. What's that, Peter? Speaking of cholesterol, remember that guy that ate a 12 egg a day diet and his cholesterol went through the roof? Did I make a video about that guy maybe 4 years ago or something like that? That sounds vaguely familiar. Ooh, Eggs Benedict. That sounds cool. I mean, a vegan Eggs Benedict there. Veggies Egg Benedict. That sounds kind of fun. Okay, that's how you do it. So you're using a VPN, very private network, to get YouTube. Yeah, China has the Great Firewall of China, like the Great Wall of China. They have a pretty powerful technological system in place on their internet there to prevent content from coming in that the government doesn't want. So Americans all talk about their freedoms and all. I'm not sure how justified it is in many of these conversations, but appreciate that our government isn't blocking content like that. Let's see. So yeah, tonight, since we have, this is not the Friday night live stream where I openly invite all the anti-vegans, we just chat about, just vegan things, or things that came up, in your week that you want to chat about. But yeah, we won't do, too many anti-vegans tonight. Hopefully it'll just be chill and all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Facebook, I think everything that we're used to, Johnny, is blocked in China. Let me know if I'm right on there. So, like, do you even have Twitter out there? I can't imagine what life would be like without all the social media. I guess you have your own versions. Instead of Google, there's like the Chinese version of that. Hey, Fu Man, doing some more some song quotes there. Ash, favorite vinyl. I haven't pulled out any vinyl recently, to be honest with you. I've just been lazy doing just like streaming, digital stuff. So I don't have a favorite one. I guess my favorite album that I just, will just listen to on special occasions will be like Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here." But I have all sorts of stuff back there, all kinds of genres over the decades. And the thing about vinyl, it takes up so much room. That's why I'm not really interested in buying any more vinyl. I've been trying to get rid of a lot of vinyl so I can just have, the space like utilized properly instead of it all crammed together. Hey, Casey, how's it going? Yeah, Fu Man, I'm not a big fan of Facebook either. I've been using it way less. In fact, when I got my iPad mini a while ago, last year, didn't bother to put Facebook on it, just don't even bother. No, there's no Love Spirals or Love Spirals Downwards albums on vinyl. We might explore it in the future, but right now, no. Ooh, I do feel a little mellow. I just had like a big stir fry with Angie. I'm starting to feel the digestion kicking in now. Like, woo, I'm kind of... Angie was saying, yeah, afterwards she felt like taking a little nap maybe. She had the cats on her lap. I could see that, but now I'm starting to feel it without the cats on my lap. But it's all good, man. I'm just not too difficult to sit here and read and chat. Let's see. So any questions? Anything you guys want to chat about? I haven't had any chance to look at any of the videos you guys have suggested. I almost had a moment today to go spend some time looking at the Joe Rogan's episode where he talked about vegans or not good stuff about vegans. It's been a really busy week getting our album out, getting our video out. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's just a weird week. It's not every week that your band releases some new music and videos. Nicholas, have I ever experienced an anxiety attack? I'm not exactly sure the proper definition of an anxiety attack. So let me just look up what an anxiety attack is. I may have. Let me just see what the definition says. See if I can understand. Let's see. Panic disorder, repeated episodes of sudden feelings of intense anxiety and fear or terror that reach a peak within minutes, overwhelming fear of losing control or going crazy, palpitations, sweating. Let's see. An anxiety attack usually involves a fear of some specific occurrence or problem that could happen. I do have thoughts like that, not fun, not great thoughts, but I don't know if I have the full-on anxiety attack part or not. I might have, I don't know. It's hard to say, here's a good question. I don't know if I've ever had a migraine headache. How do I know which, I know what normal headaches are migraine headaches totally different from that? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is exactly. I'm not really sure. So anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to belittle any of those things. I'm just going, how do I know if I've had an anxiety attack? Yeah, I do have anxiety. And, sometimes I get really it's just a little more out of control than normal, as far as okay, I got to bring it down a notch. So I don't know. Yeah, I hope you don't get arrested there in China. So FTL, be cool. Be cool. Don't end up in Chinese prison for us. But yeah, keep watching as long as you're safe to do so. But yeah, you have Chinese versions of all social media. That's what I thought was going on there. Let's see. Let's see, Brock. Yeah, I've had Coconut Bliss before. They've been around a long time, right? Anything special I need to know about them, or you just discovered them recently? Okay. I'm sorry to all you guys that had anxiety attacks today, yesterday, or recently, guys. Hopefully it gets better. Maybe I have minor ones. Maybe not to the point where it would be diagnosed as anxiety attacks, but I have moments where I just need to okay, bring it down a notch. It's getting a little out of control right now, the anxiety. You think you're a sociopath, Fu Man Poo? As long as you don't do anything bad with your sociopathic, tendencies, I guess you could be a neutral one, not a bad sociopath. Let's see. Dairy Queen has a vegan ice cream bar. Huh. That's good to know. I didn't know they had any ice cream, vegan ice cream at Dairy Queen. I can't say I've been to a Dairy Queen in like a few decades. Okay, so Coconut Bliss is now called Cosmic Bliss. Okay, thanks for that. They sell grass-fed dairy ice cream as well. No, we don't want to hear about that. But too bad they're not a complete vegan line, like say like Kato and Nadamu and brands like that. Okay, Fu Man, you're not bad. Just don't fit in. I can relate to that. I think Angie and I feel like we don't fit in that well with the world. So, what's my position on DXE? What is that? Forgive me for not understanding that right off the bat. Just, yeah, what is DXE? I'll tell you if I have a position or not. Let's see, Boho Vegan Likes thinks I could cure an anxiety attack. I don't know, man. I mean, I get bummed on things as well, you guys, you know. Hey, Dr. Bear. Good to see you, Dr. Bear. Let's see, what else you guys asking here that I may have missed in. Let's see, Peter. Apparently, this guy who quit MasterChef right in the middle because they asked him to eat meat did an interview about it. So yeah, I think you mentioned that last time, right? He's like a vegan chef on there, and he just said screw it when they were forcing him to abandon his ethics for the show. I mean, what can you do, right? I mean, what other option is there? You know, like to stop being vegan, then he's no longer the vegan chef, right? Like if a vegan chef, you know, can't eat the meat, and it's questionable if the vegan chef should even be handling non-vegan foods in the contest or whatever competitions they have there. But how can they expect him to eat meat? I mean, then he wouldn't be a vegan chef. I mean, what do they want? Do they want a vegan chef on the show or not? If so, don't force the vegan chef to just throw his morals away just to be on the show. That's pretty messed up. Peter, do I ever smoke marijuana when I feel anxious? No, I just do it more to chill or relax or something like that. I mean, sometimes there could be some anxiety, and okay, yeah, if I smoke some weed, maybe it'll help out or something like that. But when I do it, it's just more to like, okay, I just want to relax right now, like chill out, watch a chill movie, listen to some music or something like that. But yeah, not necessarily to like as a cure to anxiety. Ash, you know what you like about Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here, which I say is like one of my favorite albums. Maybe the number one, but it's definitely up there. That album's, yeah, from 1971 or 3, I forgot, something like that. And still sounds like it came from the future. Yeah, there's nothing dated about that record at all. It doesn't say, like, oh, I'm listening to old hippie music or something like, no, it's just this amazing sonic immersion into this beautiful textured layered world of just bliss. Yeah, or not just bliss. Some songs are quite sad, and you know, but it's, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it doesn't sound dated at all. That's a sign of good music. Aster, good point. Yeah, if you have mental health issues that you wanted to improve, yeah, it helps seeing people for sure. Professionals, you know, people that are trained to work with you on improving yourself. Okay, in those areas. Okay, direct action everywhere. What's my take on them? You know, I really don't know much about them. All I know is I see some videos where they go into like restaurants and kind of disrupt. Is that the proper verb or something like that? I have nothing against them. I mean, I'm trying to say is I support vegan activists. Period. I don't know if I find that form of activism is like my kind. You know, I'm not saying it's wrong. Just because I something doesn't appeal to me doesn't mean I think it's bad. You know, just a lot of music styles don't appeal to me. I don't think they're inherently bad. It just doesn't hit me like, you know, is the way I prefer to do things. But you know, I go out and everyone be the best vegan activist you can be, and the way to do that is to do it in a way that's true to you, an authentic way of expressing your views on just getting the vegan message out there. So yeah, I'm not gonna say anything bad about them, but I don't know if that's my preferred. I know for sure it's not my preferred way of getting people to go vegan. I have my own ways, that are different from their methods. But again, I'm not saying mine are better. Just mine are more authentic to who I am. Yeah, I mean, I might go check it out sometime if they approach me. I'm not saying I'm morally opposed to what they're doing or anything like that. I might go check it out sometime. Leo, you don't drink, you drink wine now and no weed. Fu Man, you last smoked weed at a Pearl Jam gig in '95. Wow, makes you paranoid. Yeah, I don't like to, when I smoke weed, I don't do it out in public, like a concert or something like that. I would probably feel paranoid too. I mean, once in a blue moon, I'll smoke some away from home, but it always happens like around here, where I know some weirdo's not going to come up to me, or someone's going to throw beer at me, or someone's going to barf on me, or start a fight with me, or whatever. I won't get too cold. I have control of the the environment inside here. So yeah, if you have anxiety, I would suggest when smoking weed. I'm not trying to make this a big weed podcast, but yeah, I found just do it where you have complete control over your environment, and you might have better results. Maybe not. Who knows? Everyone's brain is different. Hey, Bill Seabury, what is up? Ash Bowen, being vegan is one of the most anarchist things a person can do. I like that. I like the spirit of that, Ash. I don't know if it's really being anarchy, doing anarchy, or a form of anarchy. I mean, it kind of is. It's breaking a lot of subtle norms. But we're not like trying to bring chaos into the world. Not to say that's what anarchy is, but yeah, I like the spirit of that. I don't know if it's anarchy per se. I just think it's just a normal thing. Just don't eat animals, don't eat animal products. Let's see. VLAM, you sold Earthing Ed's book at a discount to a vegan curious person. Yeah, that's a form of vegan activism for sure. Yeah, everyone's got their their different ways of getting. That's what it's all about. Really, that's what you should unite vegan activists, right? Is to get more people to either go vegan, or at least be receptive, to open their minds and hearts up to veganism, rather than shutting them down and calling them a bad person. That's not good vegan activism. As far as, I should say, not good. It's not productive vegan activism. It's not going to get you the results that we should want to have, which is to get people to stop eating meat and drinking and eating dairy. Yeah, what'd you think of the book? Yeah, let us know what you thought of Earthing Ed's book. Yeah, I think you might be the first person I know that's read it. And see, so mindful. You struggle with cannabis use. Do I have any tips or rules to go by? I mean, I don't know if I'm like a great cannabis expert. This is a vegan show here, but how many puffs should a person typically puff? I feel like overconsumption is encouraged in the market as well. Here's what I do. I don't do it all the time. I don't wake and bake or anything like that. If anything, I'll have some at the end of the day when all the work is done. It's kind of a signal like, okay, everything's done. Now let's just focus on the final chapter of the day or evening. We're going to listen to some music or watch a cool movie or something like that. And how much to have? I don't, just as much as till you feel, okay, I'm good now. This feels chill, as opposed to, it feels good, but let's go crazy. Let's try to get it like to the next level of like DMT or something like that. No, just like when you feel good, just stop and chill. So those are my tips for you. Yeah, just don't make it a part of your life that you need or something like that. Like I know guys that just wake and start hitting it like that. Just know at the end of the day, when all your work's done, you could not worry about being a responsible, productive person anymore, and just chill out with it. Hey, Uncle Walt, weed loses its potency with age. Are you saying as a person ages or as a human ages? Like, yeah, definitely weed loses it as you keep it longer, But that said, I've had some that I found in a closet like from like a couple years, and it still works. It's not like strong or anything, but just have a few more hits. can't believe I'm talking about weed so much. I'm not really a big stoner or anything, guys, but I'm just giving you my personal experience. I have nothing to shame. I'm not ashamed of having smoked weed once in a while. Well, Uncle Walt, who hallucinated before on pot long ago. Yeah, there was a few times when it hits you a little, once in a blue moon, it just hits you like way like weirder than normal. Even you could smoke some of the same thing that you smoked the night before and it won't be quite like that. Somehow something goes weird and it just like hits you stronger. I don't know what that is. It's pretty rare. It doesn't last that long. But I know that I think that's happened maybe 3 times in my life before. Let's see, Dr. Bear, does smoking weed have similar health risks as smoking tobacco? You're still inhaling smoke. Yeah, I remember I looked into that a while ago, and you're inhaling smoke, but the composition of the smoke is totally different. And there's something about this is what I remember. Don't take what I'm saying here as like the be-all, end-all. It's been a long time since I've read about this, but from what I remember, there's something about the combination of the chemicals or molecules and nicotine weed that are more conducive for the health problems like lung cancer and emphysema than with marijuana weed, which is a whole different burning going on. Yeah, you're making smoke, but what you're burning is totally different. The chemical composition is different. But yeah, do your own research on that and let me know if you know anything about what I'm saying, or maybe you already know more than what I do. Let me know if what I'm saying seems to be in accord with some of you guys who have put some time into learning about this. No, but yeah, that's my recollection there. Yeah, I'm not advocating people should smoke weed or anything like that. I'm not, far from it. I'm just saying I have nothing against it. I don't think it should be illegal, and I feel it's within my right to have some once in a while in a peaceful, responsible way, Anyway, let's see. Tin Man, Ryan, this guy asked me how much sodium is in them Gardein meatballs. I asked if he asked the cashier how much sodium is in that quarter pounder from McDonald's. Exactly. I know. I mean, just look it up. I mean, yeah, just because a lot of just processed food in general puts in salt and sodium, and it's like it's not a vegan thing. Yeah, McDonald's does it. Non-vegan products do it too. So yeah, I mean, if you really want salt free, don't eat the Gardein meatballs then if they have too much sodium. You can eat salt free if you're a vegan, if you really want to. It's not, that hard. We did it for quite a long time. Token Sober Kid, grateful for cannabis. Alcoholism had you playing with life and death. Cannabis really helps you with CPTSD and anxiety symptoms. It's a day-to-day journey with it, but grateful to be off the liquor. Great. Yeah. That's one. Alcoholism is no joke. Alcohol poisoning is no joke. It's really hard to get an overdose of cannabis. I mean, this is pretty much. It's like how like bananas. Potassium poisoning from bananas is virtually impossible for a human to have. Same with overdose of cannabis. But the line between being really, really drunk and like dying, like having your organs start shutting off in alcohol, it's a pretty thin line. It's pretty frightening how we have that as a legal drug pretty much around the world, and it's so easy to overdose on. And it's so easy to become physically addicted as well and have alcoholism. Yeah, Dr. Berry, again, don't take what I said as like the gospel there, but that's what I remember from, reading about this maybe a decade or more ago. Maybe there's been new science since then. I'm sure there has been. Oh man, Corey going to Las Vegas next week. Oh man, so jealous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all those restaurants we visited are still open, so let us know. Make sure you get out to Ronald's Donuts in the little old Chinatown district, kind of outside the city there too. Those donuts, seriously, worth dying for. And that Poncho's Mexican place we went to, ooh, so good, man, so good. You're gonna love it. envious of you. And if you and the other time we went there, we just stayed at the Wynn Hotel, and each restaurant there had vegan options because Steve Wynn was a vegan. I think he still is a vegan. I don't know. Anyway, he sold the place. But anyway, they still kept that vegan thing going on. There are vegan options everywhere. So the Wynn is a vegan Wynn as well. So I envy you, Corey. It's the Uncle Walt. CBD doesn't seem to do much to me. It's not supposed to have really any psychoactive effects. It's supposed to have other kinds of effects. I haven't really noticed them. I know people pay a lot of money for CBD products, but I'm not sure what's supposed to be happening exactly. I guess if you have like certain medical conditions or pain, it's helpful in that. But just like, for a general, person with no, that's just doing all right, you might not really notice it, because that's how I feel when I've had like a high CBD product. In fact, I got a whole bunch in the cupboard here that a company sent me. They were making us an omega-3 an algae product, and they sent me a bunch of their CBD stuff. And I kind of like the flavor of some of them. I was putting them in forgot, I think my oatmeals, but I don't really remember how, wow, I feel different tonight or anything like that. But I don't think that's the point. But if I had a gnarly, say, toothache or headache, yeah, I'll try it out again. Peter, today is International Women's Day. Say happy to Angie. We didn't know that. Okay, thanks for sharing that, Peter. I definitely will tell Angie happy International Women's Day. Tom, the CBD products in the UK you think are a placebo thing? Their concentrations are so low. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're supposed to notice though. When you're having anxiety, that's when you notice it. So mindful. Yeah, back to anxiety again. Yeah, maybe that's when it's a good application of it. But again, I haven't had really much use for a CBD product, but I've just been fortunate. I'm not bragging. I'm just grateful, I guess. Natalie, do not go to Las Vegas in April. Why is that? I've gone in April before. Isn't that a really good time? Isn't that when the weather is really good? It's not really summer hot yet. I thought that's really April and May, something like that, right? But I thought, isn't now a good time to go? But yeah, I guess you're talking about going in March, right, Corey? So I guess you'll get there before April. Yes, Uncle, I'll definitely tell Angie that you and others have wished her a happy International Women's Day. Let's see. Mark, have I suffered from muscle pain directly linked with a vegan diet? No. Why? I'm just kind of curious. Is this something you experienced, or something that's happened to people you know? If so, let me know a little bit more about that. I'm not sure why that would happen to someone that ate just plants. But I work out a lot. I do weight training, resistance training almost every day. I should have these kinds of pains. I mean, I do have sorenesses and pains that just are a normal part of being athletic. I have a kind of a sore glute right now that was affecting my jumping at the gym yesterday. But I think that's normal. I mean, non-vegans get sore glutes and sore hamstrings all the time. It happens. Let's see, Timothy saying, hey, Corey lives in Vegas and there are a lot of great restaurants. Yeah, I remember we were so surprised when we went out there the past few times. We haven't gone in the past couple of years, but 3-4 years ago, because we used to go back in the 2000s and it sucked. And all of a sudden we went back in 2017 and wow, it just totally changed. It's a really, really good vegan city now. It's impressive. I want to get out there again. I guess we should, start thinking about it. We still haven't even to watch our cats. That's why we're not doing any trips right now. Our cat sitter during the whole COVID thing, she just moved away and I don't have anyone locally that I trust. So unfortunately, I'm not sure when we're going to go. Leah, have I heard from the people that took the tiny baby kitty? And Angie's in touch with them sometimes on Instagram, but no, we haven't seen them or had a big conversation. But I know he's doing well and he loves his twin brother, who's also a solid black cat. But yeah, thanks for asking there. Aster, you've been hitting your new exercise bike hard? I've been lazy on the exercise bike ever since it got cold. The exercise bike's in the coldest room in the house. So anyway, I've been doing more battle ropes. Keeps me warmer. I'll get back on the exercise bike again too. I feel some of my cardio slipping a little bit from having skipped that and replacing it with battle ropes. Hey, Bjorn the Viking. Thanks for the $30 Norway. What's that? Kronar. Is that what your currency is called there? Crown or Kronar? Thank you so much, Bjorn, the Viking. I wish I made it to Norway. I was so close. I was staying in southern Sweden in a small town called Lund. It's a college town. My friend was going to college there. Did a semester, a year abroad. Anyway, yeah, we were planning a trip to take. We said, no, should we go to Oslo or should we go to Berlin? And strangely, we went to Berlin. That was fun and all, but I wish I could have went to Norway. But thank you so much, Bjorn. Thanks for the generous super chat tip there. If I feel cold, come to Canada so I can feel colder? Is that why, Peter? I do want to come to Canada sometime. Sir, it's been something I want to do since I was a child. I used to get maps. We go to like the automobile club and get maps, and I got them of all the states. I got them of Canada. I go, man, I really want to go to Canada, and that hasn't changed. I still really want to go to Canada sometime. Let's see, Leia, Ryan, I told you I would make the sacrifice and come to warm California and watch the kitties while me and Angie go away. That's too much to ask for, but I'll consider that, Leia. I'll consider that. My goal is to find someone that lives around here, someone that could get to our house from their place in 1 to 10 minutes or something like that, so they can come a couple times a day. I'll think about that, Leia. Let's see, Jessica, do I eat more vegan meals that are sweet or savory? Definitely savory. In the early years, of our channel, we made our book Keep It Carb Baby, which kind of focused more on the sweet side of vegan, but definitely the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, our most recent one, focuses more on the savory side of vegan. But I go all over. I mean, I'll have my fruit smoothies in the morning, and then after that, I'm eating more savory stuff. Yeah, Peter, yeah, if we come up to Canada, yeah, I definitely want to go to Victoria and Vancouver. So we'll definitely, it'll happen, we just gotta find the right time and find the people to help us out as far as watching our little ones here. Let's see, Bjorn the Viking. If you're going to go to a city, I think Berlin there's more to see, but there's no fjords in Berlin. But if you want to explore the wilderness, Norway has some stunning views. Yeah, I know. Norway just seems like I'm not sure how we chose Berlin over that. But anyway, one day I want to get back out to Scandinavia again. Oh, thaw dieting. Yeah, I wish Han Solo's cousin was here too about any updates on Tux. No, I didn't want to bother his owner, his mother, but I promise I will text her before the Friday live stream. I'll text her either Thursday or sometime Friday and give you guys the latest update on Tux. I just didn't want to stress her out or anything like that. I know she's got to make decisions and stuff. So yeah, I will definitely get you the update on Tux, because Angie and I want to know what's up with Tux too, and hopefully we'll be able to go over and visit Tux, because like I said, his mom was saying that he's probably not gonna be an outdoor cat any longer. Assuming he makes it through and everything, he's not gonna be an outdoor cat, which I think is for the best. It's just really dangerous to be an outdoor cat in our neighborhood. I know, because I lived here 20 years and I've seen many outdoor cats that we've befriended have horrible, untimely deaths due to all sorts of manner of accidents and attacks and what have you. So anyway, we want to go over and visit him and cheer him up and see what he thinks of seeing us outside of the context of our yard. Probably freak him out in a good way to see us in his house. So anyway, that's I'll get you some more info about Tux the cat. But I want to thank you guys for all of you that gave donations to help his medical cause, because I think what his mom got in donations, hopefully it'll be enough to save him. At least at the worst, if he can't if they can't afford the full surgery, they don't have to kill him. Maybe at the worst he becomes a 3-legged cat or something like that. Cool, Leia, you like my shirt? Now, I just Googled, what does it mean again? I remember I looked it up when I got this shirt 3 years ago. It's getting a hole. That's why I never wear it, So what does it mean again? Please, I know it's not something bad or wrong. I know it relates to loving animals, right? So yeah, let me know. How come bots come here? Uncle Walt, can you ban that person who just put a link, PGBD, whatever that person is? That'd be awesome if you could. Yeah, poor Tux. I know. Let's see, Quinn. I know, yeah, three-legged cats, I've seen them. They can adapt. They, lived 18 years. So I figured the family loves Tux. She has a 13-year-old son that loves Tux. So, I mean, what would you rather have? A dead Tux or a three-legged Tux if those were your only options? Hopefully they can get the full-on surgery. But if not, at least keep him around 3 legs and keep him around. He looks young. I didn't ask how old he is, but he's probably no more than 5. He can live at least another 10 years, right? Let's see, what's that? So FTL, since going vegan, you feel very disconnected to your friends and family. How do you deal with all the negativity? Let me know what kind of negativity you're getting from your friends and family. Because I'm not really getting much negativity. I get lots of questions, but the results speak for themselves. They see how well we're doing emotionally, physically, in my case, athletically. So no one can say crap about it. I mean, I'm doing quite well. So they see I put my blood test videos up for everyone to see. So yeah, let me know what kind of negativity you're getting, because if anything, people are asking me questions. A lot of them aren't really going vegan yet, but it's in there. I planted seeds in their heads. Thank you, Uncle. Oh, we got another one, Uncle. Just as soon as you banned one, there's another bot here doing another spam. How come YouTube can't ban the spam bots? It's so annoying. Aster, you had a 3-legged cat as well named Frankie. That's a sweet name. Lived to be 16 or so. Very sweet cat. See? Thank you, Uncle Walt, for banning the bots for me. Appreciate it. But yeah, see, a 3-legged cat. I figure that could be a worst case scenario for Tux, is that he's a 3-legged cat. Let's see, Fa died. Are you anywhere near La Mirada, where your sister lives out there? She has so many stray cats where she's at. That's kind of towards where my mom lives, in that direction, which is not that close. It's maybe 40 minutes on a good day or something like that. She has a lot of stray cats. What's it like for her? Oh, Vegan Bear, sorry to hear you lost 2 friends when you started your plant-based life. Why? I don't understand. How would that happen? Someone learns, oh, you don't eat animal products anymore? Well, I'm not going to be your friend then. Why would that affect them? Why would they not want to be your friend? Did you call them a dick or something? I'm vegan now, you're a dick. I could see then maybe they get pissed, but why would someone, just merely because you made a personal decision for you not to consume animal products, why would they not want to be your friend anymore? Why? It makes no sense. It's no, it makes no sense. Lauren, I don't know what that is. Vo Red, someone tell us. Peter, an acquaintance? You lost an acquaintance because they thought you were in a cult? Again, how is eating animal products being in a cult? And which cult? I mean, there's vegans all around the world. Are you part of the Victoria or the British Columbia branch? What's up? You can say I'm the cult leader. I said, if anyone says vegans are a cult, yeah, you're absolutely right. And Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan is the vegan cult leader. So go to his live streams and try to debunk him. I'm just joking, but just tell him, yes, we know who the cult leader is. It's Ryan. He's the one that runs the whole vegan thing. Joking. Huh. Well, that's nice, Jesse 12-string. Your son, who's not a vegan, made an amazing vegan meal for you. Well, that is awesome. He couldn't believe how tasty it was, and decided to get rid of dairy one step at a time. Yes, that's it. That's one of the best forms of vegan activism there, Jesse 12-string. We're talking about different forms of vegan activism, and I'm not going to say any are bad. I just say some seem to be more effective than others. And I think showing people firsthand, in their mouth, in their taste buds, how delicious food is, how delicious meals are when you don't have animal products in them. Because I think that's what a lot of people think. They're not thinking, a lot of people think, yeah, it is, I don't want to harm animals. I would rather not, but how could I eat all this bland, boring, hippie flavorless vegan food. Then you show them how delicious vegan food is, and that makes them have to think like, okay, why harm dairy animals when I can just have non-dairy? See, so one step at a time. I love that story, and I think that's a really effective form of showing people how you don't need to eat animals in order to eat healthy or just delicious food. I have no idea what that is, Fu Manpu. A vegan white knight like Brother Jones said? I don't get the reference on that one. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, back to that MasterChef contestant who quit because he's vegan. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, he could have made some delicious food and showed the contestants in the world watching, like, oh wow, this food doesn't suck. Yeah, doesn't suck being vegan. I tell you guys, I'm gonna make that shirt a little bit later after I get our album fully promoted now. But yes, I'm gonna make that shirt because I want to wear it. I know Peter wants one too. Ace Jackson, would I eat animal flesh made in a lab? Would you? I've said I personally have no desire to. I'm glad lab-grown meat's going to be out in the marketplace, so hopefully a few fewer animals will need to be bred into existence so people can, satisfy their meat cravings, and that's wonderful. But I have no meat cravings, so I have no desire to eat meat. So that's a big no for me. You're gonna buy it the first day of my shirt. Okay, I promise you this time. I was kind of going back and forth last year, but I'm 100% committed. I'm gonna make that It Doesn't Suck Being Vegan shirt. That sounds tasty, Heidi. Brave Robot Ice Cream. I can't say I recall that name. That's a good point. Counterpoint, Peter. Would I eat lab-grown human meat? No, I just have no desire to eat any meat, lab-grown human or chicken or whatever they're trying to do. Let's see, Angel G. Okay, you have some thoughts for me about a 7-year vegan, raised 30 vegetarian here. Shouldn't we as vegans be anti-capitalist since the same exploitation that happens to animals also apply? Okay, exploitation happens to animals also applies to humans. I think that's what you're trying to say. I need to see some lengthy discussion about this. I'm not a fan of any economic theory or a hater of any economic theory. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, the question is, can veganism survive or flourish in a capitalistic world? And I said, I'm not trying to pass any judgment saying capitalism is good or bad, just in the current economic system that we have. If you want to call that capitalism, you can. But in this current economic system, it has allowed for a huge rise in veganism as far as people becoming vegan and vegan businesses, vegan industries, vegan food. Plant-based food is by far the fastest growing food segment in the food industry. So it's not snuffing out veganism. So I'm not sure. I really need to hear more discussion about this, and if so, how likely and practical is it to overturn the existing economic system? That might be more difficult than getting people to go vegan. I'm just saying how that sounds pretty tough. And again, I'm not trying to prop it up or justify the existing not perfect system we're in. Let's see. What did I eat today, Donna? I had my typical actually we had a weird meal. We had a weird eating style today. Angie made us she had a thing of just eggs, so she got that going. She had some soy riso and I got some potatoes in their air fryer. So we had that for our first breakfast, and later on I had a banana smoothie, and then later on, just before coming on, we had a tofu and rice based stir fry. Yeah, vegan beer. Yeah, that's kind of my question to Angel. Again, I'm not saying this as a person trying to cause the opposing. So I'm just kind of curious. What would the option be then? Just kind of curious. So what's that, Peter? Ryan, when you buy products labeled plant-based, do you assume they have no animal products? I don't know. I don't see things labeled plant-based, Peter. I see either vegan or nothing. But if I'm ever in doubt, go to the label. Don't trust the words on the package like natural or plant-based. That, to me, that means nothing. Go to the freaking label and see if there's anything that resembles animal products in there. But if you see vegan, if you see the word vegan, then you can have a lot more confidence if you're just not wanting to bother reading a label. But that's kind of my policy. If when in doubt, when I have a new unfamiliar food in front of me, read the label. Let's see, Donna, what's that? After you saw my live last week, you had a Beyond Burger. Let's see. Beyond Burger, fat cells. I actually got sick. I'm thinking I shouldn't have Beyond Meat anymore. Yeah, vegans don't have to have Beyond Meat. And I said, I can't remember the last time I had a Beyond Burger. I mean, once in a while, but it's pretty rare. It's probably been literally years since we went to a store or wherever and brought back frozen or whatever refrigerated Beyond Burgers and made them on our stove. I can't remember. Lauren, yes, I think Facebook is kind of lame. In fact, if you go to my profile, it says F Zuck, follow me on Twitter, That's what it says on my Facebook profile, F Facebook, F Zuckerberg. Larabar, say plant-based, then read the ingredients. Yeah, you can't assume anything when you see plant-based. It could be some honey, right? There might be a little bit of dairy, right? That's plant-based. It's basically plants, so you got to read the ingredient list. Yeah, Jesse, always read the ingredient list, especially with a food that you're not familiar with. Chosen superstar, McDonald's French fries in the United States still have some kind of beef product. Is it beef tallow? I don't used to, as far as I know, unless they've changed it in the past 4 years when I last did a video on it. Yeah, you can't get McDonald's fries in the United States. The rest of the world, every other country I checked into, totally cool, vegan, but not here. All right. Yeah, I've tried the breakfast links, Heidi. Yeah. I think I tried them a couple times in the past 4 months or so. I remember those being kind of cool, the Beyond breakfast links. But I'm talking about burgers. Yeah, I don't really dig, getting burgers really. Yeah, Canada's McDonald's vegan fries. So pretty much the whole world, except for here, in this land of free here in the United States, we're not free as vegans to go eat fries at McDonald's. And McDonald's fries are weird too, Lauren. I remember you guys have maybe had this happen to you, right? Ever in the past, this was not in recent time, but ate a McDonald's French fry thing, and then you, unbeknownst to you, drops out in the car, and then you go back later on, way later. Whoa, how long has this fry been sitting in the car? It looks perfectly good. Good. It hasn't been rotting or anything like that. What the hell is going on? How come it's perfectly preserved a year or two later? Yeah, Del Taco fries. That's one fast food chain. If you live on the West Coast, I love Del Taco. I like them more than Taco Bell. When I can place an order on the app before I go, I just reorder the same thing, and it has no cheese on the burrito. I was asking that too. Yeah, when I get to the drive-thru, I did the order on the app. Just make sure there's no cheese in the burritos, and the fries are vegan too. So yeah, just McDonald's. I don't know why McDonald's can't get their thing together. What's that, Sarah? I'm going to show your comment there. I don't know why I got hidden. Where'd you go there, Sarah? Your local pizza place has an entire extensive vegan menu now. Hence, your pants are a little tight, right? Yeah, and Del Taco also has some Beyond Meat products, which I have tried, but they're like way more expensive. I just get their simple bean burrito, you know, and I don't. Yeah, I'm poor. I don't get the Beyond stuff at Del Taco. Bob Henry, no one here should be eating pork. You're at a vegan live stream, so unless there's some non-vegans watching or trolling, yeah, you're, I guess, preaching to the choir in the sense like you don't have to convince really any of us. You don't have to twist our arms too hard to not eat pork because we're not into exploiting animals. Yeah, Uncle Walt, pretty much any processed vegan food. Yeah, you're gonna probably have some high sodium, maybe some higher saturated fat in some of these things. But, you know, if you don't eat them all the time, it's probably not gonna be a big deal. Yeah, I think I've had the bitchin' sauce before. That sounds really familiar. Yeah, Timothy is confirming what I'm saying about Del Taco. Yes, Del Taco can make your burritos vegan. Oh yeah, before I pull away in the drive-thru, I open up the burrito just to check to make sure the cheese ain't in there. And I have to tell you, they haven't messed up yet. And I've been there literally like dozens of times over the past like 3-4 years. They've always got it right. I don't know what's going on with Del Taco, but you know, their system is working. Has been working for me at least. Yeah, you said in case they make a mistake, it happens, and I realize that. That's why I check every time. But I know their track record for me has been really, really good, like 100%. Yeah, Jesse 12 string. But yeah, how come they just can't? I mean, sure, if you compare like a Beyond Burger with a beef burger, it's still the Beyond Burger doesn't have the high saturated fat and the dietary cholesterol, and it would even be better, like I said, to compare a meat burger with a bean burger or something like that. You know. So anyway, yeah. Are pigs the most eaten animal in the world? From what I understand, no, it's chicken. Let's see, what else have I been missing here? Tom, can I tell you something about Buddhism linking with veganism? Hey, I'm not an expert in Buddhism or anything like that. I just kind of practice it mindfully. But you know, there is the belief to like, you know, to, about you know, the sentient beings of the world, compassion for all sentient beings. So I mean, that sounds a lot like language of veganism, right? Having not only compassion for, you know, if you have compassion for all sentient beings, you would think it would follow. If you truly believe that we should be compassionate towards all sentient beings, we should therefore never exploit other sentient beings, let alone slaughter them and eat them, right? So I think inherently, if you truly follow these basic principles of Buddhism, you'd have no choice but to be vegan. And it just blows my mind how there's so many meat-eating, dairy, or just meat-eating Buddhists out there. Like, what part about, like, you know, being compassionate to all the sentient beings are you not like following? If you're eating the meat, you're not being compassionate to the creature who produced that for you there. So I don't understand why Buddhists just aren't automatically, at least vegetarian. Should be vegan though. As that's how I understand. If any other Buddhists here want to challenge me on that, I'll listen. Oh, what's that, Tina? You can't trust your husband getting you food. You asked him to get you the potato rolled tacos, no sauce or cheese, but you got regular rolled tacos. You made him eat it and made yourself a potato. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, just remind him, please make sure they double check at the restaurant or wherever you're going to that they don't put animal bits in there. Yeah, I saw Chosen Superstar. Beyond Meat stock hasn't been doing that well. Sales aren't what Wall Street was hoping. It doesn't mean the sales suck. It's just not what it's not growing at the fantastic rate that Wall Street was hoping. It doesn't mean they suck, but I'm glad, I didn't buy that much of Beyond Meat. I, probably own a few shares. I mean, I do own a few shares, but not that, I'm just guessing here. Maybe 3, 4, 5 shares, something like that. I didn't go all in, let's say. What's that, Aster? You were a hypocrite? Let's see. You practiced ahimsa and converted to Hinduism in 2009, but you went vegetarian in 2018 and vegan in 2020. Hey, at least you made it here, right? So that's cool, Oh, Uncle Walt. Oh my God. You're a fan of the old 70s show, Kung Fu, starring David Carradine. Yeah, I love that show so much, especially as a young Asian man, seeing, or at least partial Asian dude like me, seeing another partial Asian dude like David Carradine starring in a, major TV show and kicking the crap out of racists. I thought it was an amazing show. Yeah, I love that show. Oh, so mindful, practicer of Zen Buddhism there. Okay, which is a different branch of Buddhism. I know they've got their own unique like practices and stuff. But let me know, what do you think of they still have the belief in there somewhere that we should be compassionate to all sentient beings? And if so, what do you think? Do you think that means so mindful that Zen Buddhists should be like not eating animal products? What do you think about that? VLAM, most Buddhist restaurants in Hong Kong. Yeah, we have Buddhist restaurants out here, and you have to be careful. They're not automatically vegan. Buddhist restaurants mean like vegetarian. It's kind of old school. If you're older like me, it's kind of what vegetarian meant. Most have like vegetarian stuff, like dairy, cheese, honey. Most Buddhists, are fine with ordering meat containing dishes. They take out the meat because eating meat is bad for them. I mean, okay, eating meat is bad for them, but how about what was bad for the animal to be killed, and they're just throwing the meat out kind of flippantly? I mean, aren't they concerned that the meat should not have been on their food in the first place? I mean, the animal still had to die. Whether you consume it or not is almost irrelevant at that point for them. I mean, I'm kind of just, I don't understand that. What's that, Daniel? About, yeah, we have vegans of all shapes and sizes. There's no such thing as, all you vegans are skinny, thin, little people. I mean, we're all over the place. Yeah, on the average, vegans tend to have a healthier body mass index than vegetarians and compared to meat eaters. But yeah, we're all over the place. But yeah, on average, we have, pretty good body mass indexes. No, I don't speak any Chinese other than a few like catchphrases. I know way more like, say, French or Spanish than I do Chinese. I wish I learned Chinese, but then I'm glad I didn't, because I would have learned the dialect that's not popular anymore. When my parents immigrated here, actually my parents were born here, to be honest with you. My dad was born here and my mom was born here. But anyway, when their parents immigrated here, the predominant dialect was Cantonese. And it's been Mandarin for like 70 years now. So I would have had the wrong dialect. Would have been pretty much kind of useless unless I wanted to speak with like old Chinese people. Uncle Wally, spoken like a true vegan. I think you're referring to what I was saying about the Buddhist monks or the Buddhists throwing the meat out of their food. Yeah, it's easy to gain weight as a vegan if you have some weight to gain, or even if you're not exercising much or eating more calorically dense food, it's not hard to gain weight as a vegan. Let's see, VLAM, I'm seriously missing out. Canton is so much richer in culture than Mandarin. Oh, I get that. I'm just saying it would have not been a really useful language. I wouldn't be able to like do like business, or what I'm saying, like international business or whatever, things that were speaking fluent Chinese would have helped. I would have been speaking a dialect of kind of restricted or limited what I would have been able to do with it. Like the people I could have spoke to, I'd probably just be limited, basically going to Chinatown and talking to some of the old folks there. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, yeah? I mean, I kind of wish I learned it, but I don't know how useful it would have been. Wow, Sarah, I didn't realize that your grandfather was born and raised in Shanghai for 18 years, and he spoke 5 dialects. Wow, that's impressive. I've never heard of someone speaking 5 Chinese dialects. Vegan Bear, as a Christian, you're blown away by all the meat as eaten by other Christians. Yeah, where's the love? I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand why Buddhists are eating meat, since there's so many, like, things that we believe in, like compassion for all sentient beings. No, I don't know the swear words. I know a couple bad or just not good words, but I'm not going to say any of them right now. Let's see, Vegan Pam, your dad is Korean and lives in Hawaii now. Your daughter thinks he looks exactly like Suga from BTS. Wow, he must have a cool haircut, man. I want to see your dad, man. That sounds rad. Sugar's got a cool hip look. You're making me all conscious. Hey, I'm gonna get my haircut, guys. I'm gonna get my haircut Thursday. I found I'm not going back to Koreatown in Los Angeles. I found there's a Korean district out here in closer to us in like Garden Grove. There's like a big Vietnamese district out there. That's right. But and within there's a Koreatown out there too. And I found a hair salon where the owner was trained in not only Korea, she's Korean, but also in Japan too. I think Tokyo as well. So I'm going, this is going to be awesome. So I'm going to go out there. It'll be a lot less money and way less headache getting out there. So I think, I forgot what day. In a couple days, they're going to see a new Asian haircut on me. We'll see how that goes. Hey, Virginia. Yeah, I believe that too. As a Buddhist, I believe all life is precious. I have compassion for all sentient beings. That's why I'm wondering why more of us Buddhists why aren't we all at least vegetarian, if not vegan? I just see Buddhists just eating meat like there's no big deal. Like, did you have compassion for that animal that you're putting into your mouth? I'm just kind of wondering. Hey, Matt the Vegan, good to see you. We're not going to talk about COVID or vaccines tonight. Got that? Yeah, Uncle Walt, yeah, I'm talking about Garden Grove, yeah. I didn't realize there's a small Korean section of Garden Grove too. It's pretty much all like a Vietnamese immigrant area, all sorts of Vietnamese restaurants. In fact, our first date, me and Angie's first date, was in Garden Grove at one of these Buddhist vegan vegetarian restaurants. It's gone now. I don't know which it was, but it was definitely a meatless restaurant. That was our first date at I believe it was a vegan, Buddhist restaurant. We're not going to talk about vaccines, Daniel, but if they're safe for any person or not safe for any person, vegans are no different. It's not like vegans would have a weird effect from them or something like that. That's all we're going to say about them. Let's see. Daniel, you're from Suriname? Do I know where that is? No, please tell me where Suriname is, Daniel. Curious. Lelani's from Fort Collins, Colorado. I have a better idea where that is. Really love our content. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lelani. You follow us all the time. Your boyfriend does too. Also, keep the animal activism going. That's what we're doing here. Have you ever been involved in any other activism? Let's see. Yeah. I mean, God, when I was like in college, this is the first Gulf War with George Herbert Bush when he was president. Yeah, I remember protesting that first Gulf War. And went to a few anti-war rallies for that one actually. That's when I first signed up to vote. I remember I registered as Peace and Freedom Party because I go, that sounds cool. I like peace and freedom. Let's go for that one. So therefore I was like registered Peace and Freedom for like a long time, like a decade plus. Hey, Vegan Metalhead, what's up? I asked her, was that your mom and dad's parents were Irish farmers? The only one thing, you're the one eating vegan at your birthday dinner yesterday. I was sorry to hear that. That's cool. At least you can still hang with your family. But happy birthday. Happy birthday. I missed the most important part of that. To be happy birthday. Oh, Uncle Walt's been to Fort Collins. Awesome. Okay, so Suriname borders French Guiana, where the JWST, Is that the Jonestown Church? Is that what you're abbreviating their Fillmore music? Let's see. Hey, Kaz, what is going on? Let's see. Natalie, you guys have Japanese head spas out there? I wish they'd come to you. I don't even... What is a Japanese head spa? I have no idea. Oh, Vegan Gains is doing a live stream right now. What's he talking about right now, Metalhead? Just kind of curious. James Webb Space Telescope? Wait, that's in outer space right now. Let me see what you said there. Oh, it's where it took off from. Ah, okay. Thank you. So wait, French Guiana, that... Okay, that's in Africa, right? I feel so geographically challenged at sometimes. What irritates you, Uday, is that the Dalai Lama, will consume animal products when offered. Part of the reason you're no longer really interested in following the religion. Yeah, I just don't understand why, if they truly have compassion for all sentient beings, how come more of them aren't practicing some kind of at least vegetarianism, if not veganism? Let's see, Natalie, where can a middle-aged woman meet a nice Asian man? Well, right here. There's one right here. Hey, Natalie, how's it going? But as far as meeting other ones who are not married, let me think. Let me think for you, Natalie. Where's a good place to meet Asian dudes? I don't know. I wouldn't know. Where would I go if I wanted to like just meet other Asian dudes? I don't know. Okay, the reason why the James Webb Space Telescope took off there is near the equator, and they get extra lift from the Earth's rotation. That makes sense. It would be the strongest there. Yeah, Matt the Vegan has a good point. Yeah, ethnic areas like in a Chinatown or Koreatown or something like that. I don't know how you'd meet them though. They'd be there, but I don't know how you'd meet them. Maybe go to a club or a church in those areas or something like that, or something like that, something where it's a social thing rather than you just like walking the street or going to a vegan restaurant in those areas. Yeah, something that'll get you just in a social mix with people. So yeah, something like that. Daniel, those are called albums, like a vinyl back there behind me. Peter, that's funny. You asked your sister, does she eat a lot of meat? And she says, no, she eats chicken. Like, what? Like, how is chicken not meat? How come people think chicken's... And sometimes you hear that, oh, you're vegan, so you eat only fish, right? Like, no. Like, what part about not having any animal products says that fish and chicken aren't animal products? I trip out on that. Oh yeah, Vancouver's Chinatown. Yeah, I know Vancouver has a Chinese population there. In fact, from what I understand, my mom's father, my grandfather, is kind of shady. He he had a family here with my mom and all, but he had simultaneously like another family up in Vancouver, British Columbia. That I have like some cousins up there I've never met before. So more reason to go there. It'd be kind of awkward because he never was with them. I guess he just made some babies and left or something like that. But yeah, I got some relatives up in Vancouver. Kaz, you talking to me? Of course I'm vegan. Not gluten-free. Vegan Gains is reacting to gamers raging. Oh, okay. That's not something I ever talk about. I don't care. I don't know about gamers raging. Fish are not moving vegetables, huh? Licorice pizzas. Yeah, you could say vinyl looks like licorice pizza, Uncle Walt. Yeah, Keith, I'm not a big fan of monocropping as well. And I hate it when people like Joe Rogan bring up monocropping as some kind of argument against veganism. I mean, that has nothing to do with being vegan. Yeah, Peter, I'll let you know if I ever get up to Vancouver, Victoria. I'll let you know when that trip's happening because I definitely want to meet and hang with you, Peter. Yeah, but when I come, we'll get all the tips from you. Like I said, I just don't know what's going to happen. We just don't have any close by, trustworthy cat watchers, cat feeders, or whatever you want to call them. Are vinyl records worth anything? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's all individual. I guess most of these are probably worth nothing, but odds are there's probably a few in here that might have some decent value. I know Angie's punk rock record collection has some value. In fact, yeah, her brother sent us a bunch of boxes to ship them up to him in Oregon, and he's going to like try to sell them and make some money off of them. I mean, it won't be like life-changing money, but at least we get rid of them. We get the space, cleared out. Yes, I've met Earthing Ed before, Lalani. Yeah, we met him at LA Veg Fest. We were both on a vegan activist panel about 4 years ago or so. I didn't get any hanging out with Earthing Ed time. Just met him because we're all, on a panel together. He seemed like a really nice, authentic guy. Whoa, Gavin, your cat ate 5 bananas? All my cats, when I feed them bananas, they smell them and they go, ugh. They hate it. Should I do that look again? That's a look for vegan deterioration, or VD, right? VD, if you're watching, let me give you a great look so you can make a stupid video about how veganism caused my face to deform. So let me give you that one more time. That, to me, that's the smell of a cat smelling a banana, at least the cats I have here. So anyway, there's a good one for you. Take a picture. Oh, you going, Fu Man? All right, awesome. Daniel, no, I haven't bought any NFTs yet. No. What's the burning building question, Kay? Can't say I am familiar with the burning building question. VD's coming for me. She's already come for me. She's already slandered me and made plenty of money off slandering me. Yep, vegan diets made me bald, made my eyebrows fall out, put these wrinkles on my head permanently like they never go away, Slander. So stupid. Gosh, she's one of the dumbest people I've ever seen. Jack, would I hunt or fish animals if I had an off-grid home with no access to grocery stores? What does that mean? Explain this situation. Are you talking about tribal people living off in the wilderness? They have nothing. I mean, if you're in a survival situation, you got to do what you got to do to survive. But why would you intentionally move somewhere where there is no food other than hunting? That's not pretty vegan. I could see if you were trapped there, like your plane crashed and you're out in the middle of nowhere and you had to do what you had to do to survive to get back home. But why would a vegan intentionally move to the middle of nowhere where there's no stores? Where would this be? Name me the city or town on the map, or I can't even conceive what this hypothetical is. Okay, these are called trolley problems in philosophy. If you only could save a human, baby, or a dog and a bird, that's not quite a trolley problem. I don't know. I have no freaking idea. I mean, I know this for a fact. I think these things are trying to elicit how speciesist we are. And I have thought about this before. If I'm driving down the street, and forgive me, vegans, if you think I'm going to be a horrible person with this, and I had the choice. I was about to crash. If I go one way, I'm going to take out 5 babies, 1-year-olds, whatever. And if I go the other way, I'm going to take out 5 dogs or whatever. I'll probably not hit the human babies. Is that speciesist or not? I just think I probably would not try to run over the human babies if there's no choice other than those 2 options. But that's what I don't like about trolley problems. They present no other options. There's nothing else you can do. You can't spin the car around or something like that and do some other action. Anyway. If I'm speciesist, then I'm speciesist. If that's what the trolley problem pulls out. Peter, that's kind of a dilemma there. There's only 2 options: consequentialist or deontologist. These are ethical theories, and you guys might know I'm a PhD philosophy dropout, proud of it. I was never a fan of ethics. I took as few ethics classes as possible. I thought it was one of the weakest areas in philosophy, but I'm more of a deontologist than a consequentialist. I'm really never really liked the utilitarian calculus, and I think that's a bunch of nonsense. But anyway, yeah, more on the deontology school, Immanuel Kant sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not a huge ethics expert by any stretch. Vegan Braden, do you think you can go vegan if you're from a small town with not much vegan options? Yeah, you don't need vegan options. Vegan is just not eating animal products. We eat plants. I mean, as long as you have plants, you should be good, right? I mean, these small towns with no vegan options, really, I mean, you still have places where you can buy like plants like potatoes and rice and beans and some fruits and veggies, right? I mean, those are just staple foods, whether you're vegan or not. You can get them anywhere. Just eat plants, right? I mean, yeah. I would say yes. Jack, here's a philosophical question. Would I agree then that veganism is a privilege of choice we have by living in a modern society? Well, yeah, if you're living in a tribal situation or something like that, you don't have, modern, I don't know if you want to call it privilege. It's basically, if you're in a survival situation, you have no other options, yeah, you might not be able to be vegan. So if your plane crashed in the wilderness, you might not be able to be vegan. If you live in the Amazon and you've never had contact with the outside world and you have no technology, you've never been to a store, you might not be able to, you probably never even heard of being vegan. So being vegan is something that, I wouldn't call it a privilege. It's just part of being able to make a food choice. If you have no choices, you might not be able to be vegan. I mean, real choices. A lot of people, there's no choices. No, they have choices. I'm talking people that have zero choices, zero stores, zero markets, zero options to trade for food. If you have no choice, then you probably can't be vegan. So it's not a privilege in the sense that it's if you don't have choice, you probably can't be vegan. But now in this day and age, in this world that we live in, having that choice is pretty easy for most people. Even if you're impoverished living in a third world country, you still have marketplaces, you have small grocery produce places, you can buy plants. It's not really that privileged to be living in a third world country and have access to corn and kale and beans. How is that a life of privilege? You can live off plants for like a couple bucks a day. What do you think people do that like make $5 a day in the third world? They're not eating meat. That's the diet of privilege for the capital owners, for the oligarchs. The people are making $5-10 a day. They're living on plants, and to disagree with that is just complete nonsense. Yeah, don't worry, be happy. Actually, most of the world's poor eat predominantly plants. Why? Because that's all they can afford. They're not trying to be ethical or moral. It's because what's cheaper than eating like rice, beans, and potatoes? What's cheaper than that? Please tell me, Jack. Okay, you're vegan as well. Just curious of all my opinions. Yeah, that's my opinion. You got it fully flushed out there, I think. All right, what kind of name is this? Jew who swings snakes? Is this kind of racist name? Vegan food tastes like crap. What are you talking about? What is vegan food? Please, what do you mean by vegan foods? Like rice, beans, potatoes, they taste, that tastes like crap. That's just plants. What do you think vegans eat? Do you think we just eat like weird crap all day? Like, please tell me. Hey, Fulmar Music, thank you for the first Streamlabs super chat tip today. Much appreciated that there, Fulmar Music.
Sir.
What are my Native American relatives like, sir? Well, great question. And I don't think I'll ever know because the amount of Native American ancestry I have is so small. I don't really know who these ancestors are, to be honest with you. Like my great grandma, I forgot what her percentage was. She was already like maybe half or 1/4 Native American. So once it trickles down to me, it's minute. So I don't know who gave her those genetics, the Native American genetics. So I have no idea who these people are. I guess I could try to do some kind of DNA ancestry thing, but I'm really afraid I don't want to send my DNA to a company who's going to like sell my DNA and do weird crap with it. You know, my privacy will be invaded. Jews who swing say fake meat, like, you know, non-vegans eat Beyond Burgers and stuff like that too. I hate to break it to you. In fact, if you want to see our vegan cookbook here, there's no fake meat, there's no Beyond Burgers or anything like that. So if you have an argument about, if you really Jews who swing snake, first, I don't like your name there. I don't know if it's kind of racist or not. I'm not sure what that reference is there. But anyway, if you have an argument against veganism, please express it right now. But if all you can say is, I eat meat with potatoes, okay, that's not an argument. That's just you being a dick and a troll. So if you have something you want to say, there's some example, some reason why veganism is bad or debunked, say it now and concisely, because you've come here being an ass and being insulting. So if you can say something here, let me show you the freaking rules, all right? Let's go to the poop wall, because I don't think a lot of people know what the rules are. Oh, there's Matt. There's Matt. I got to get you off there, Matt. That's from last week. Now here's the rules. Be civil. No personal attacks, harassment, racism, sexism, ageism, no spamming. And when trying to debunk veganism, just throw up one claim and we will analyze it. If you keep going, throwing crap up, first you said vegan food tastes like crap. And now you're saying, vegans are on dog. What does that even mean? Like, vegans age rapidly? Like, is this your argument? Is this what you want to stand by? This is the hill you want to die on, Jews who swing stake, that vegans are rapid agers? Is this what your argument is to debunk veganism? Let me know if that's it, and if so, we will analyze it. And if you throw another different thing on the wall, we're going to just ban you. I will personally not only time you out, I'll just ban you. That's the hill you want to die on. All right, so vegans age rapidly. So let's investigate this claim. Let's go to YouTube. There's our video there. And let's go to Joe Rogan. I gotta watch his latest videos anyway, because he's been saying crap about vegans. So let's see, which is the one? All right, here's Joe Rogan. Let's find the most recent one. Okay, so Joe Rogan, born the same year as me. In fact, we were born.
Are basically
we're born 7 or 11 days apart. We're the same age for all practical purposes. So you're telling me that Joe Rogan, comparing my face with Joe Rogan's, he has some kind of youthful vibrance that I'm completely lacking. So if someone were to see me and Joe Rogan, man, that Asian guy looks so freaking old, and Joe looks so good and young. Are you saying is that what you're saying? Joe is this bastion of graceful aging. He's aged really beautifully, and me compared to him, I look like crap. Is that what you're saying? Because we're pretty much the same age, 11 days apart. No, we're saying now you're talking about well built. I'm pretty well built too for my stature. I'm about a foot taller than him. I have an NBA body rather than a little like boxer, a short squat boxer's kind of body like his, more stout. Anyway, we're talking about, you said vegans age rapidly. So you mean to tell me this face here on Joe Rogan just kicks my butt as far as youthful vibrance goes? People look at him and go, wow, he's got so much youthfulness. He looks young. He looks like he's 30 or something like that. And look at me, I'm rapid aging. He is MMA. So what? Who cares what he does? You just said a few seconds ago that vegans are aging horribly. And so I found a guy my age who's pretty not vegan, and you're saying, yeah, he's youthful looking and I'm completely lacking that. No, you just forget genetics. You said vegans age really horribly, and I found a man who's not vegan. 11 days separate us in our birth. You know, both born in 1967, and I don't think I look any older than Rogan. If anything, at worst, at the very, very worst, we look roughly the same age, and I'd say that's at worst. I think most of you guys think I probably look a little younger than Joe Rogan, a little better than, I think time has been a little bit more kind to me than Joe Rogan. So, well, there goes that. There goes that. Anyway, well built. Hey, I'm built well enough. I mean, I'm not an MMA guy or anything like that. I'm just a 54-year-old video producer, music producer, and like how well do I gotta be? How well built do I gotta be to do what I'm doing here? You know, it's like is this embarrassing? Should I really be embarrassed when I show my physique here at age 54? Should I have regrets? Should I be embarrassed about the horrible choices I've made in my life that I look like this at age 54? This is so embarrassing for a 6'4.5", 54-year-old Chinese dude to look like at age 54. I should just feel disgusted about myself. Is that what you're trying to tell me here? I should just be totally I've screwed up my life because I look like this at age 54. Yeah, I don't look like a huge bodybuilder. I'm trying to not look like that. I'm trying to look like an elite basketball player, not an elite whatever fighter or something like that. So, yep. So thanks for playing your dumb game here, and we will move on to other things. Yeah, I look so horrible here. Look at that. I should be embarrassed. I look so aged rapidly here. This is so horrible. Like Joe Rogan looks so young, and here I am on Instagram. I look so... time has been really unkind to me. Yeah. Yeah, do you have a point? Or are you just here to age shame? Because we said no ageism. So anyway, you're gone, Mr. Age Shamer. You violated one of our rules here. So he's been banned. You can't win. You can't win with these guys. Just keep throwing poop on the wall. I've noticed anti-vegans they cannot sustain like a line of thinking. They can't just throw one thing, then another unrelated thing, then another unrelated thing. They can't just stick with one topic. It's just, they don't understand what topics are. They just have like little sound bites they heard from other anti-vegans. So anyway, thanks for playing, and we've had our first poop wall kind of person for today. Yeah, I should have brought out the poop wall, but I just handled it just like that. I just handled it, just by showing a guy my age who's not vegan. I don't think he looks any younger than I do. Yeah, he's gone, Fu Man. He's been banned. He will never come here again. If he creates a new account, we'll ban that too. Yeah, I think I look pretty freaking healthy. I mean, but who says veganism has to be healthy? I didn't go vegan so I could be the healthiest man in the world or something like that. I mean, that's stupid. Yeah, I went vegan because it's wrong to harm animals. Where in signing up for veganism did I make myself the representative of vegan bodybuilding or something like that? That's nothing to do with that. I mean, if you're into vegan bodybuilding, awesome, but don't pin that on me. I never said, hey, I'm going to be the 6'4.5" Chinese vegan bodybuilder guy. Never signed up for that. What's that, Matt? The vegan, they want to clap those cheeks? What does that mean? What does clap those cheeks mean? Is that a euphemism for something I don't understand? See, Tina, how's the gas in Long Beach, LA area? It's $5 in San Diego. I hardly ever buy gas because I have a plug-in hybrid. I buy gas maybe like 5 times a year or something like that. So I bought some like a month or so ago. So I'm good for another like maybe a couple months or so. So I don't know. I think they're like $5 or something like that. So yeah, I usually just go on drive on the electric engine and get most of my stuff done. The only time I use any gas is when I go on a longer drive, which is pretty rare. Like 95% of the time I'm just driving around town. My electric range gets it done. Peter, would ever consider making join an option on our channel that has what you pay for? Yeah, we're all set up. I've seen other channels implement that already. We have all the little stuff set up. I just need to make a video thanking people for joining our thing on the YouTube that you pay a little extra for options. I just got to reacquaint how to do that again. So that'll probably be something I'll look into over the next month or so too, after we get our album promoted and out. So yes, we will do something like that. We've done like 90% of the work to make that happen. Ennis, what's my opinion on Durianrider? I don't like him. I mean, he seemed like an all right guy when I first discovered him on YouTube, like in 2012. But as we saw, he just became an asshole, and his personal attacks on me and pretty much every vegan who didn't like kiss his ass. So yeah, what can I say? I'm not a fan. Maybe he's mellowed out now, but usually narcissists get worse with age. So I just blocked him. I haven't seen any content of his since like 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a long time. Ever since I made the videos calling him out, I just blocked him. I have no idea what he's doing. I heard he got beat up by a guy, went in the hospital. That's all I know. Uncle Walt, yes, our EP is out right now. Our 3-song EP is out right now. Yeah. I'll put a link to our website so you can like check it out. Let's see. It's not here. Let's get lovespirals.com. You can learn more about it on our website, lovespirals.com. So let me put a link down there for you. Yeah, the video's out on YouTube. So watch that. Let me put the link to the music video for Smile. Here you go. Here's the video for Smile. Watch it on our on our Love Spirals official channel. Subscribe. We'll probably release the video on Happy Healthy Vegan as well, a little bit more down the road, but we're trying to put everything on Love Spirals first. But the music videos will probably come here too as well. Keith, are you joking or serious that building basketball courts is not vegan? Are you joking or serious? I mean, building anything would have the same. I mean, building anything like a grocery market might harm things. I mean, building anything. I mean, what are you trying to get at there? Oh yeah, let me get back to here. Thoughts on Brian Turner? I like Brian Turner as opposed to like Durianrider. He seems like a really nice guy. I've met him, hang out with him a few times. Seems like a really nice, chill dude. I like Brian. You've heard vegans have weak bones. Hey, I play basketball at 54 years old. I bang hard. I play hard in the post. Jump all the time, slam dunk practicing. Haven't broken any bones yet. And I'm 54. Yeah, is that guy suggesting we should live in caves or something? I mean, what can we do? Well, there's always gonna be some kind of harms. We live, it's not a perfect world. What's that, Gavin the Vegan? Could I meow? Your mom and grandma are watching. Hey, grandma and mom, but I don't think I'm gonna meow. It's not like something I do, or it's not like a thing of mine, is what I'm trying to say. Let's go to the definition of veganism for Keith there. Let's go browse the web again. Have a drink, because we're going to see the definition of veganism. Every time I show the definition of veganism, you guys have started drinking. So let's have a look here at the definition of veganism. And it's a philosophy, a way of living, which seeks to exclude, here's the words for you, Keith, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. As far as possible and practicable. So meaning, if you are a vegan and you go to a place of business in which the construction of that place of business may have harmed a rodent, anything, if some kind of sentient being was harmed, it doesn't mean veganism is null and void. It just means there might be some unintentional harm in the world every day, which there is. But that doesn't mean we should just bless and just promote intentional harm on the scale that's going on now, where 80 billion animals intentionally get bred into existence so that you guys that eat meat can eat them. Yeah, there's a huge difference between intentional harm and unintentional harm. Why am I moving the goalposts? No, there's no goalposts. As far as possible and practicable. So according to him, he wants that gum. But you don't get to define veganism here, Keith. You are not the vegan society. This definition has been around pretty much since 70 years ago. So you don't get the luxury of redefining veganism according to your whim. Just because they're like a vegan might drive a car and run over a gopher doesn't mean they're not vegan anymore. That was an accident. It was not intentional. What part about as far as possible and practical do you fail to understand, Keith? Yeah, the only way to do no harm is to be dead. And I'm sure Keith would probably like that if all his vegans were to die. The only way to cause no harm whatsoever is to be dead. But veganism, if you look here, it doesn't say zero harm. That is not what veganism's advocating for. That's not stated anywhere in the definition, other than in the definitions given by anti-vegans like Keith, who just love. It's weird how people that are not vegans don't know what veganism is, think that they have the right and the brains to define veganism. It just doesn't make any sense how people that don't know crap about veganism think they know what veganism is. There's no way to cause zero harm. Just existing causes harm. I mean, you could just say, I'm never going to leave the house again. What if I step on a bug? Well, you could step on a bug in your house. Well, just existing here, you're consuming electricity. There might be an animal harmed in the transmission or production of electricity. You can't have zero harm in life. That's impossible. So that's why it says as far as practicable, impossible. Keith, are you listening, bro? Do you understand what that means as far as possible and practicable? And to try to define veganism as absolutely no harm whatsoever, well, I have a video for you to watch, my friend. Let's go take a look at it. I made a video for people just like Keith here. And let's look up, let's go back to the Happy Healthy Vegan channel. And I will give you a link to a great video to watch, Keith, because you obviously don't understand logical fallacies. Here, the appeal to futility fallacy, otherwise known as the nirvana fallacy. So watch and learn. You will learn a lot watching this video, Keith. Let me put the link for you down in the show description. Maybe let's watch the beginning here together. I'll put the link down here. All right, there it is. And let's see what we said at the beginning here. I really don't remember the intro anymore. All right, let's watch it. Oop, wrong button. Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. So I've been doing YouTube now for a long time, since 2013, made over 1,000 videos, and I've seen it all. I've seen so many people try to debunk veganism and or give reasons why they could never possibly go vegan, and more often than not they invoke a logical fallacy, an error in reasoning. So I thought it's appropriate to make a series showing you these very common logical fallacies that people use. And by the way, I have some qualifications for doing this. I have a bachelor's degree in philosophy. I was actually in a PhD program in philosophy, and I'm a dropout. I took a leave of absence for a year and never returned. So anyway, let's get to my first video here. It was inspired by watching a video. Anyway, that's the beginning of it. So Keith, I encourage you to watch it. Maybe you'll learn something about the appeal to futility fallacy or the nirvana fallacy, because you are doing exactly that. Tina, sorry to hear about that, but yep, guess what? You're still vegan, but according to Keith, you're not vegan because you unintentionally caused some unintentional harm. All right, Keith, you're going on the poop wall. He wants to get on the poop wall. All right, so let's put him on the poop wall. Keith, all right, let's do it. Poop wall. Poop wall. All right, Matt, your words are going to come off the poop wall, unfortunately. All right, Matt, 1 second. Your words will be gone. This is from last week. Matt didn't do anything wrong tonight. I'll emphasize that. Okay, the poop emojis don't make it in. Those are what the weird symbols are. So let's see. Here's Keith's poop. And Keith, we're going to put you on timeout right now, okay, Keith? Because I just don't want you to just keep throwing poop on the wall, because I know that's what you will keep on doing. Hey, Uncle Walt, if Keith shows up right now, can you put him on in timeout, 300-second timeout? So, Keith, so veganism is impossible by my definition and doesn't actually exist. No, again, let's look at the definition of veganism. Not a picture of me, but let's look at the definition of veganism, because Keith actually cannot remember what was just read to him a minute and a half ago. And again, this is not my definition. The Vegan Society, their definition originates back in the 1940s, and every iteration has been an extension of the 1940s definition. It's a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. So this is what veganism is. This is very possible. Keith has some weird nirvana fallacy definition of veganism, which is impossible. I agree with Keith. The bizarre nirvana fallacy definition that Keith has is impossible. It's impossible to cause zero harm. Just by existing, you will have some harm that you're responsible for, whether you intended to or not. You could step on a snail, run over a bug, or the truck that brings your Amazon delivery might run over a snail, or who knows, He's asking for a zero harm lifestyle. It's impossible unless you are deceased and gone. So this is what veganism is. And to Keith say veganism doesn't exist, no. His bizarre, weird, unique definition of veganism that no vegan uses, it's impossible. But that's not the definition. We already have a definition, Keith. We don't need anti-vegans to create bizarre definitions. We already have a definition that vegans made in the 1940s. So as far as possible and practicable, all we're saying is, hey, let's look at the 1940s definition. I don't usually pull it up, but let's go right here. Here is what came in 1944. Let me highlight it here. The principle of the emancipation of animals from exploitation by man. When you get into just the nutshell, that's what veganism is. It's saying, bro, don't exploit animals. That's it. Bro, don't exploit animals. That's all there is to it. Don't exploit animals. Yeah, if an animal gets killed by an Amazon truck, veganism still continues to exist. We're just saying don't exploit animals. Don't breed them into existence so we can slaughter them. Don't go out and hunt them. Just don't exploit animals. And if there's other killing or unintentional harm happening to other sentient beings on the planet, that just means we live in an imperfect world. So that's it, Keith. If you have anything to say directly to that once your timeout is over, you can respond to that. But just don't keep flinging poop on the wall, okay? Oh yeah, we have the poop wall again. Just don't come back and throw poop on. This is your one poop. Anti-vegans, you are only allowed one poop. You can fling one poop on the wall. We will analyze it. We will discuss it. And then it's time to move on. If you fling another poop, you'll be banned. You can come back on Friday, try to fling a second poop on the wall. But if I see another poop get flung by Keith, you will be blocked. Okay? You're in timeout right now, but you're welcome to come back and respond to my explanation of why you don't get to define veganism. You have zero right. This is what veganism is, and your personal bizarre fantasy of veganism is not what veganism is. Anyway, let's get back to the live chat. One poop a week. You got that, Jesse. Yeah, one poop a week. Matt, you're in timeout, bro. Don't. I said no. All right, Matt, I was almost putting you in timeout. I said don't more. If you say anything vaccine related, even if you have a little winky face, you're going to be in timeout. Okay, Matt? I told you right when I said hello, good to see you, but let's not go down that road again. Because as you saw, you were the last person on the poop wall from last week. That says a lot. If someone makes it onto the poop wall, that means, it says quite a lot, and not in a good way. All right, Matt, you are in. Matt, I'm going to put you in timeout again because you're such a hypocrite. You've come here promoting, I won't take vaccines because they were tested on animals. But then in the same breath, you've promoted these alternative treatments like monoclonal antibodies, ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and guess what? Those are tested on animals too. So your justification is makes no sense if that's your justification. Anyway, we're going to put him in timeout, and Matt, please come back and don't discuss your nonsense anymore. If you want to, this is a vegan live stream. If your main crusade here is to fight about animal testing on medicine, we've gone down that road, I think 2-3 times already, and I'm not going to waste any more time on it again. So anyway, let's see if Keith is back yet. Is that his name? Our poopball friend here. Yeah, Keith is back from his timeout. I'm really, hopefully you're still here, Keith. I really want to hear you respond to what I just said about how your definition of vegan is your own personal fantasy and doesn't reflect the definition of veganism that's actually used by any real vegans that are vegan. If Matt gets timed out by 2 people, is it additive? I don't know, Uncle Walt. That's a good question. I think you only get timed out once. I think the first person who times someone out that's the timer outer person. What's that follow dieting? How come everyone argues about the dietary aspects of veganism? I know. How come people just look at it as a diet? Huh? No one comes to defense having leather car seats. Yeah, veganism is more than just a diet. It's an ethical stance. Natalie, may I ask what my car is? Depends where you live. You might not be able to get what I have. I don't think it's available in every state. I know it's predominantly here in the West Coast, predominantly in California. It's a Prius Prime. It's a plug-in hybrid, meaning it has it's more than just a regular Prius. You can actually plug it in the wall. It has a larger electric engine than the normal hybrid Prius has. And you can like drive on an all electric engine for like a 30 odd mile range, which might not sound like a lot, but I said 95% of driving is just like, little trips around your neighborhood or around the town. So yeah, I drive off the electric engine almost always, I hardly ever go more than 30 miles in a day. And if I do, sometimes I'm somewhere where I can plug in. Like if I go to Disneyland or something like that, or there's places to recharge around there. Yeah, Kay, I agree with Peter. Can we not go on to crazy trolley problems? Okay, I already engaged in one for you, but we're not here to do trolley problems. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Beer. Isn't here to platform baseless conspiracy theories. That's true for all sorts of stuff, we're not just picking on one kind of conspiracy theory, just conspiracy theories in general. Flat Earth, the moon landing was a Hollywood production and all this stuff. I like that, Timothy. Yeah, veganism is not a diet. It's ethical eating. It's what real grown-ups do. Better health, better human being. Yeah. Travis, yeah, I think I've ridden a trolley before. Let me think. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Oh, Keith is back. All right, where's Keith? Yeah, Keith, I threatened to ban you if you don't do what I'm asking. I said, I welcome. Do you remember what I said, Keith? I said, I want you to come back and defend your poop here. But if you throw another unrelated poop on the wall, then I will block you. So it's an if then. The ball's in your court. You're here. And if you want to respond to what I said about your bizarre definition of veganism that you invented up here, that's cool. I want you to respond, Keith. I really, truly want you to. But I will block you if you start just talking about other unrelated poops. That's why I said you only get one poop to fling on the wall per night. So you want to discuss it, Keith? Have at it. If you want to play victim, you can do that. You can play victim. You threaten to ban me. Yeah, I've threatened to ban you if certain conditions were met. You don't have to go down that road and make those conditions happen. That's your call, Keith. So let me know how you want to play this. Do you want to engage in a rational dialectic about the poop you throw on the wall and my response to it? Or do you want to do the thing that I said not to do that will get you banned? I didn't say I will ban you 100%. You have to do a certain thing that I told you not to do. It's really basic. So anyway, let's see. All Things Hearth. Wow, you just changed to a vegan diet because of our channel. Awesome. Wow. For the first week, you felt sick and you're full of energy. I'm sorry you felt sick for the first week. What are my thoughts or knowledge of withdrawal from meat? I do. Okay, this might sound like woo-woo, but it's not. Microbiome, gut flora. Look this up. It's a relatively new aspect of human biology that's getting more and more knowledge added to it all the time. But yeah, it takes a few weeks for your microflora to adapt to a whole new way of eating, because at first your microflora has been adapted to eating a bunch of meat. And when you are not given it that, it's a little upset at first. But this sounds like woo-woo. I'm using like really basic terminology here, a way of describing it, but it doesn't take that long. Once you give it plants, it's the microfloras are relatively quick to adapt. And yeah, I can imagine, yeah, it might not feel great right at first, but after you get the microflora to eat your plants more efficiently, you should be cool. Tina, okay, you had some Priuses. Yeah, not the plug-in hybrid like mine. You didn't really like much, and now you have a C-Max. It's not a plug-in hybrid, but still a hybrid. Yeah, at least you get better mileage from just a hybrid rather than just a traditional, all internal combustion engine vehicle. Oh, thank Mark. I'm glad you love the work. Awesome. Well, Matt, you said you don't eat Impossible Burgers or Just Egg, but they don't continually test them on animals. They were tested one time, animals were fine, and they're gone. As far as their explanation makes no sense, Matt. You say those are older medications that no longer require animal testing. Well, what do you think? Do you think they're continually testing the vaccines on animals? No, they need the vaccine to get FDA approval. They got FDA approval. There's no more testing. So your explanation doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're moving the goalposts. Originally, you were mad that there was animal testing on vaccines, and now you're saying as long as they're not doing it anymore. Well, no, they're not doing it anymore. It's any medication that gets tested, then they don't keep testing anymore. That makes zero sense, Matt. Yeah, you are the hypocrite, Matt. All these went through testing, but now you're saying if it was done a long time ago, it's okay. And I mean, I don't see what the difference was if it was done 2 years ago or 20 years ago. It went through animal testing, but they did it then, and it doesn't keep on happening, Matt. So, that's why I think you're a hypocrite, that you think some drugs that went through animal testing are okay and others are not, but they all have the same conditions. They were tested and then it's done. Like, what? How does that make any freaking sense? Where is your evidence that they're just testing on vaccines on animals all the time? Well, monoclonal antibodies, they're done with that. They don't test them anymore. Just one time it was done. That's how it was done, as to the best of my knowledge, about what I'm talking about as well. Thank you, Peter. And Matt, again, you're welcome to come here and talk about vegan things, but if you have a crusade to come here and just waste all our time calling me a hypocrite to promote your holier than thou, I don't participate in animal testing products, yet you just said it's okay. As long as certain conditions are met, then it's okay. We're not here. No, we're not here for that. Yeah, just drop it. Agree with Dr. Bear. Just drop it, Matt. I've asked you many times politely, just drop it. I know this is like the most important thing in your life. I don't know if it's your politics, conspiracy theories, or what, but just drop it. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, I've told him, yeah. I've asked him the same question you're posing at him too, you know? Yeah, Peter, this is a pro-science, a pro-evidence-based channel. This is not some kind of anti-vax or conspiracy or woo-woo channel or something like that. We are very evidence-based and very just rational thought-based. You know, that's it. Just, if it's some kind of woo-woo conspiracy theory, it's not going to be taken too seriously here. You got to present some pretty strong evidence and not contradict yourself when you do that. If so, it's going to kind of be laughed out of here. Yes. See, no one wants to hear it, Matt. So that's cool. If you want to go start your own live stream and talk about this, that's cool. But this is not a platform for you, Matt. Okay? Just asking very kindly as one vegan to another. Respect that this is my channel. And this is not something we're going to continually engage in, Matt. Do you understand? Can you respect that? Okay? That's all I'm asking. Never heard of Project X, made you against animal testing after seeing that as a kid. Wow, that sounds horrible. Let's see. Okay, yeah, please do so, Peter. So, Matt, you've been warned. You see what Peter says there, and I give him the full authority to do that. If you want to come back, Matt, and participate in vegan live stream, more than welcome to. Totally cool. It's like that Keith guy on the poop wall. He said, how could I interact with you if you said you're going to ban me? I said, no, I would only ban you if you did certain things that I'm asking you, out of respect, please do not do. That's it. I'm not saying I will definitely ban you. Just please don't do something that I'm asking you to not... Just don't do it, okay? Just listen to... I'm steering the ship here. It's my show, and you got to play by my really basic rules. Really, the bar is really low. It's not like I'm some kind of fascist authoritarian. Just basic rules. Got to listen to what I'm saying here. You don't have to agree with me. Just respect the rules. Kay, is that the athlete guy, Kay? I don't know much about that story, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, Dr. Bear, we can be completely against animal testing and still take a medicine that's been tested on animals. If there was a vegan alternative, we'd be all for it. If there were a vegan, like, ibuprofen, I'd be all for it. One that's never tested. They don't have any animal products in them, but one that is completely, free from all, animal exploitation. We'd be totally down with that, but this is not the world we live in, unfortunately. Peter, donating to a pizza fund. Wow, we got a long way to go for pizza, but thanks, Peter. That's nice of you. That's very cool. Yeah, we'll see. We're a long way from a pizza fund tonight, actually. It's been kind of a slow night for super chat tips. That's cool. That's not why I come on. I'm just saying, if we're gonna get a pizza, we're a little ways off. Bill, I've seen Mexi's video on vegan TM. What's vegan TM? Vegan Pam. Yeah, if you break the poop wall rules, you'll have to watch an entirety of 15 Joe Rogan podcasts. That'll be like, what, 3 days of video right there. Oh, Joe. Okay, let's put Keith on the poop wall here. He's got more to say. All right, Keith. Poop text. All right, let's put Keith's second thing on the poop wall here, and we will discuss it. Okay, so Keith is saying this stream is titled "Try to Debunk Veganism." That's the very last words. The first of it is like, ask a vegan anything, vegan general questions, and try to debunk veganism. Anyway, so I did, and you threatened to ban me. No, I threatened to ban you if you didn't do as I asked. If you come here, look, let me show you something again, Bill. The rules. Once again, look at rule number 3. If you're here to debunk veganism, that's you. Rule number 3. I will discuss only one of your claims at a time, which is fair. I can't just be responding to you throwing a pool and I have to answer that one. You think a different one, I have to answer that one. I'll only discuss one of your claims at a time. Don't bring up new claims. Don't throw a poop on the walls. You'll be timed out. You'll be blocked. So this is what's going on. I'm only banning people who can't abide by this really simple rule. It's not a cruel rule. It's not, anything bad or mean. It's so we can focus on your claim and examine if it's true or not. If you really think you have a debunking of veganism, well, let's hear it. Just don't keep throwing different unrelated things out. Let's hear your argument or your great example of why veganism is wrong or debunked or whatever. But if you're just going to keep throwing unrelated stuff on, I can't respond to that. I just cannot keep up. So that's why I have this rule. So I threaten to ban you if you violated rule number 3. Just don't violate rule number 3 and you're cool. Well, how am I a dick? Again, you're playing victim. I invite non-vegans to come here to debunk veganism under this basic rule, rule number 3. So anyway, so if you want to discuss your thing there about the definition of veganism, we'll discuss it. But that's all you will get to discuss tonight, Keith, is your beef with the definition of veganism. You can't bring up another poop. You only get one poop per night. Okay, Kay. So Kurt is that athlete. That's what I thought that was. I need to learn more about that, but it sounds really bad. You want to see my basketball shot form? You can't see it from here. How about next time I go to the gym, I'll shoot some shots of me and doing my shooting drills. So yeah, I'll bring that in. I have to say, I don't have the greatest shooting form. Especially once I get further out some distance, my shooting form keeps getting a little more unorthodox. It probably looks normal when I'm like inside the free throw line area, mid-range jump shots. But yeah, I'm not like a gifted shooter. You know, I wasn't born like, you know, just with this awesome shot. Something I've had to work on and continue to work on. So I don't know if you want to have your son model shooting form based on me. Have him watch my defense. Watch my live streams, or not my live streams, my videos where I show me playing one-on-one. He can watch my defense and learn from that. But yeah, my shot, it just gets the job done. Hey, Han Solo's cousin. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming, Han Solo's cousin. I let everyone know that I haven't spoken with Tux's owner yet, but I will before the Friday live streams, because Angie and I want to know what's up, an update on Tux. So I will report back on the Friday live stream how Tux is doing. I just didn't want to stress her out. I just want to give her some time to figure out what she's going to do. We've raised about $4,000, not we, but her, you know, in our helping. She's got like $4,000 for Tux's medical bills and surgery. So we'll see what's going on, and I will let you know Friday what's up with Tux. I'm kind of hoping if they can't afford the surgery and he still has that really bad infection, they could at least maybe amputate the arm and he still could live a long, healthy life as a three-legged cat. We'll see. I mean, that's better than, you know, him having to be put under or something like that. But hopefully they can get the surgery and the infection's good. So I will give you an update. So I will give that to, I'll donate that. Again, like last time, you donated on Friday, Han Solo's cousin. I don't know if you went and checked, but I donated your money that you gave to us on Friday. I donated to Tux's mom, Kara, on her GoFundMe page. But yeah, I found out YouTube takes 30% of live stream donations. So since you donated $200, that was $60 that YouTube took. So I donated $140, and I mentioned in the little message for Tux's mom that it was from Han Solo's cousin on our live stream. So hopefully you saw that. Wow, look at Matt here. Look at Matt being the victim and all aggressive. Look at this. You know what? Go ahead and ban me, bitches. Matt, I just said you're welcome to join the live streams. This is Ask a Vegan live stream. But if you come every week with the primary goal of trying to engage in this kind of taking medicines and vaccines and all isn't vegan, we've gone down this road 3 times and it's tiring. And you're not changing our opinions. So that's why I said that. So if you want to participate in a vegan live stream, cool. But if you have some agenda to come here every week and keep bringing up the same singular topic time and time again, I'm going to put my foot down and say, no, we're not going to do that. If you do that, there's consequences. But if you don't do that, you're cool. As long as you don't do that, this live stream is totally open to you, Matt. Hope you understand the difference there. All right? You just have to play by my really simple, basic rules here. And I think Uncle Walt just banned him, so it's all for naught anyway. So sorry, Matt. You know, we've been really what's the word I'm looking for? Patient and lenient, and you just pissed off Uncle Walt. So good job. Thank you. Thanks, Uncle Walt, though. Yeah, I'll post you the GoFundMe link. Let me go grab that really quick here. Let's see. All right, so let me get I saw another super chat tip there. Okay, here's the link to copy. So they've raised almost $4,000, $3,970. But Han Solo's cousins to super chat tips here, we'll get them pretty darn close. So here's the link to Tux's GoFundMe. I just posted the link down there if anyone wants to contribute. He's the neighborhood cat. You may have seen him in some of our Angie's Animal Friend vlogs. He's a black and white tuxedo cat, and we've seen him in our yard for a couple years, but he's finally let us kind of become his friend. But he got injured somehow. We didn't realize it till his mom was posting flyers around the neighborhood, and I said, oh, he's chilling in our backyard, he's fine. And she went back there and he was limping. He ended up having a broken leg and an infection and a BB pellet in him as well. So I don't know what the hell happened. Anyway, if you want to give any money to help her with, she already spent $3,000 and saying this surgery that would fix all the leg broken stuff and the infection would be like $8,000. But hopefully we can find, if she can't get that, enough to like at least save him and not have to put him down. All right, so yeah, if you want to do that, that's that. Okay, Matthew, what's your argument against veganism? You're not satisfied that the number of animals is going down? The number of animals, I mean, it might not be enough yet. We might not, only like 3% of humans are vegan, might not have crossed enough of a threshold yet to actually make a dent in the actual numbers of animals bred into existence needlessly so humans can eat them. So is that your argument? So you're saying just because the numbers, how do you make it's hopeless? Where is that? How do you know that's the goal of veganism? Again, let's go take a look at the definition of veganism. And where do you get the idea that what veganism is all about is like the number of animals killed will decrease. It's like a decreasitarian kind of thing or something like that. Let's look at the definition. It's a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. It's basically a long-winded way of saying, bro, don't exploit animals. And that's what veganism accomplishes. Every day that I live, an animal or animals don't need to be bred into existence, slaughtered, and harm, or not in that order. So how is veganism a fail? You have, again, you like Keith, who was there before you, had this guy, Keith Cutter, had a bizarre definition of veganism where he thought it meant zero harm. And now, what's this dude's name again? I forgot your name already. Matthew, you think veganism means that in order for veganism is a way of living which means that the number of animals killed decreases. Well, that's a nice byproduct. It's a goal we would like to have, but nowhere in the definition of veganism is this stated. Again, Matthew, you are making your own definition of veganism. Again, suffering. Where do you see suffering in the definition here, Matthew? Again, tell me, where do you see the word suffering? That's not what veganism is about. It's about not exploiting animals. And whether fewer animals are being killed or not, well, that's great. We would like to see fewer animals suffering, fewer animals killed, but just because the numbers haven't reduced yet doesn't mean that we should stop. I mean, it's like saying, let me try to find a good parallel example for you here. It's like raping humans. Matthew, I assume you probably think raping humans is wrong, right? Let me put them on the poop wall. And we have laws against rape, but what if the numbers of rapes in a year aren't going down? So you're saying, well, banning rape is hopeless or futile because, look, it's not doing anything. It's like, no, vegans are saying, look, harming animals is needless, it's unnecessary, and just plain wrong. And that's what laws against rape are saying too. It's like saying rape is wrong. And furthermore, rape laws say if you commit rape, you'll go to jail if you're found guilty. So this means nothing here. Vegans eat zero, I guess, assuming they live perfectly. Again, veganism has nothing to do with perfection. You and the guy I just kicked off the poop ball here, Keith, had this idea that vegans are perfect. Like, we're zero harm. Again, look at the definition of veganism. Where does it say that vegans are people who are perfect and engage in absolutely zero harm? Where did you get these ideas from, Matthew? Poop wall, Yeah, according to that kind of reason, yeah, Peter, the moderator, says gun violence in America goes up every year. So therefore, should Peter just shoot his neighbor? Because, deaths are up, let's just shoot more people. Who cares what the data says? All we know is that it's wrong to kill people. It's wrong to rape people. It's wrong to harm animals. So I'm not even sure if he's right about the number of animals harmed not decreasing over the years. But to me, that's not the point. The point of veganism is to not harm and exploit animals. The more people that get on board with this moral philosophy, sooner or later the numbers will go down, but maybe they haven't been reflected yet. It doesn't mean veganism is a fail. Nowhere in the definition does it say that we're about like a reductarianism or decreasitarianism or something like that. Can I say the definition of veganism again? Yes, it's up here for you to see. It's a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. And you're ignoring the possible and practicable part. You're saying like, oh, well, vegans are hypocrites because, they have to go to the supermarket. And I'm sure the trucks that delivered their turnips had probably ran over a snail or a rodent. So there's harm and cruelty. No, as far as possible and practicable, it's about not causing intentional harm. And again, you're using a logical fallacy known as their nirvana fallacy. You're demanding absolute perfection. So here, let me give you a link to a video I made exactly about this here. Know your anti-vegan fallacy. From Earthling Ed, where he was here visiting. Ed, if you're here, contact me. Let's collaborate. Anyway, here's the link to it, and watch it, because I've repeated this countless times. How anti-vegans have this weird idea of what veganism
that wasn't
is.
Really the reason why I went vegan. I didn't go for the morality reason. I went for more of the health kind of reason.
So you can watch that at your own leisure there. If that wasn't your thought, then explain it one more time, Matthew, because I missed out on your thought here. Let's look at your thought again. That's why I make a poop ball, so you can't move the goalposts. Here's your own words, Matthew. Vegans eat zero, I guess, assuming they live perfectly. We don't live perfectly. No one is perfect. Vegans aren't perfect. Non-vegans, no one lives perfectly. There's always going to be some accidental, non-intentional harm caused just by existing. And I'm not satisfied with someone who says they believe the numbers of animals killed each year is decreasing because veganism is growing. I don't know. I don't know what the data is, but to me, I don't really care too much, because even if it's not decreasing, 3% of people being vegans, not that many people. We need more people to become vegan. And I'm sure if we hit 10%, you'd see some serious reductions of numbers of animals bred needlessly into existence to be slaughtered. So Matthew says he wasn't demanding perfection. You wanted change. Let me put that on the poop ball. So what is this change that you want, Matthew? I'm all ears. Tell me what this change is. I'm gonna add what you said here. That's why we have the poop ball. So you are responsible for what you said. You can't deny what you said. So let's hear the change that Matthew is advocating for. I'm all ears. Aren't you guys? Let's wait. You feel like you're not making a difference. You can't see it. So are you saying you're vegan? Yeah, Matthew, change starts with you. Yeah, so it's an appeal to futility fallacy, aka the nirvana fallacy. That's why I put the link up there. Well, Matt, if you feel unsatisfied, then that means you can do more we all can do more as vegan activists to explain to people that they don't need to eat animal products. Most people are inherently good people. They know it's wrong to harm animals. They've just been conditioned through their upbringing in our society, which is very not vegan, to just, it's just normal for them that, oh yeah, animal products, yeah, we just eat meat, we eat steak, it's just normal. They don't think about the whole all the processes and all the cruelty and exploitation that were necessary to put those burgers and animal products on the table in front of them at the market when they buy their meat and crap like that. Most people are blissfully unaware, and we need to do a better job, and we are. The number of vegans is growing more rapidly than ever. Just, it wasn't like it is now. There's more vegan foods that you can find, more vegan people everywhere. So if you're not satisfied with the change, you shouldn't be. I'm not satisfied either. I know much more can be done, and that's why I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, he said he was vegan. Yeah, I got that. That's what I'm saying. If you're a vegan and not satisfied, great. You shouldn't be satisfied. There's much more work that we all can do. Klein89, what's the most effective form of vegan activism? I think the most form of vegan activism is the best one you can do to make people either become vegan or to take veganism seriously, like in a positive light. What you don't want to do is argue with them and insult them. You don't want them to leave a conversation with you as a vegan activist as like, wow, vegans suck. They're so mean and judgmental. I hate them. I'm never going to go vegan. You don't want that. You've lost. You want them to come away from your interaction with a positive attitude about veganism, more positive than it was before when you struck up a conversation with them. So that's the goal. Show people how it's not weird to be vegan. We don't eat strange food. We're not weirdos or anything like that. We just don't eat animals because we find it wrong to harm animals, as most people inherently believe it's wrong to harm animals. Let's see. Bill, we want to talk about Hopeless. You was a vegan and cooked meat for 35 years until you lost your restaurant. Now you don't have to look back but still feel guilty over it? Oh, I see what you're saying you did there. You're vegan, but you're still you gainfully employed, working, and you didn't have a vegan restaurant. Ah, I see. Wow. Let's see, Dr. Bear. I asked a question above with the Streamlabs tip. Oh, I didn't see it, Dr. Bear. My bad. Let me see if my speaker's down too low. Let me crank it up. Thanks for pointing that out. I do miss them from time to time, and I always feel really bad when I look at the live stream later and go, oh, I don't think I saw that super chat tip. Okay, Dr. Bear asked, how viable do you think it would be to get a hybrid electric car if I live in an apartment complex? How can I keep it charged? Do you have like your own parking space? Because I've seen some chargers where they said, like, companies where they work with, like, private places like this, like apartment complexes, where they install, they can be done. It just has to be, and it's a little more complex than if you have your own property where you have full control over, decisions like that over the property being altered. So yeah, it can be done. Especially if you have your own parking spot, your own, like in the apartment's garage. So let me know if that's it. And let's see. All right, what did I miss here? Yeah, Dr. Bear, I like what you're saying to Matthew. Yeah, I get what you're saying. We can't control what others do. You can't, but you can control what you do. Just focus on doing the best you personally can do. If you worry about how we can't control others, that leads to depression and anxiety. If it's a whole feeling of hopelessness, but you have control over what you can do. Oh, your mother's vegan? Han Solo's cousin? Awesome. I didn't know that. Cool. I wish I could get my mom to be vegan. Yes, Ecline. Yeah, the shirts I wear are very conversation provoking. Not very, but they are. Yeah. And you notice my shirts aren't like mean or anything like that. Hey, if you're not vegan, you suck. I don't wear stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see. So Dr. Bear, you have your own parking space. You're not sure if they would install a charger there for you. No, they wouldn't have to. I'll see what I can dig up, Dr. Bear. I'll try to remember, but ask me on Friday's live stream. I'll look at who was I looking? You might want to look at chargepoint.com. ChargePoint. Is that their name? I think so. Let me just go there really quickly. Let me see what I can find. ChargePoint.com, because I thought they had a section on their website where they discuss let's see, for drivers, apartments and condos. Here, I'll paste the link here for you here. Check this out, Dr. Bear, and see if this might be able to help you, or at least get you pointed in the right direction and how you can get an electric charger installed on an apartment or a condo complex there. So check out that link there. Let's see, Zoe. Let's see what you're doing there. That's all I can do. Guilt is a wasted emotion and only breeds more negative feelings. You're doing the right thing now. Just keep doing that and feel good that meat is in your past. Yeah, it's a great advice there. Yeah, Bill's the one that had the restaurant. Yeah, yeah, great advice. Don't feel guilty about it. Yeah, it just leaves the negative thoughts. You can say you have regrets. That's cool, but yeah, don't feel guilty because that's more toxic inside. You would wear that shirt? If you're not vegan, you suck. I'm just joking. Yeah, that would make a great shirt though. I just don't know where I'd wear it. Just only to like vegan events or something like that. That's pretty hardcore. Yeah, Dr. Bear, let me know if that link I sent you provides you with any help for your situation. Because I know they're trying to work this out. They're trying to they're trying to break down all the barriers that people might have that would prevent them from being able to recharge their car where they live. Yeah, fortunately, you have a parking spot in your apartment. If you only had like street parking, yeah, that could be a deal breaker there. So Han Solo's cousin, yeah, you showed your mom a documentary. She became a vegan after that. Wow. Let's see, William, in California. Okay, you know more about this than I do. Apartments must either have chargers or allow you to install one in your space. So there you go. I don't know if you're in California, Dr. Bear, but yeah, so if California has this law, hopefully you'll be able to do this where you're at as well. I gotta tell you, I love having a plug-in hybrid. When I first got my old 80s Mercedes diesels, I got them back when biodiesel was like kind of becoming more popular. And as soon as I got it, California basically banned it as a toxic substance. I was bummed. I go, what am I gonna do now? So I just bought regular dyno diesel. But anyway, I had a desire to use alternative fuels back in like 2008 or 7 when we first got these old Mercedes diesels. But anyway, now I moved on to a plug-in electric hybrid. I love it. It's so great. Hardly ever needing to buy gas. It's cool if I need to take a long trip, like I'm going to drive to the Bay Area, like San Francisco or Las Vegas. Sure, I could flip on the gas later on and get like 55 miles of the gallon. That's how fuel efficient the car is. But yeah, when I'm just driving around the area, I hardly ever have to dip into the gas. 30-mile range. I mean, so you can go 15 miles out, 15 miles back, and not have to worry about charging. Okay, Dr. Bear, you're in Oregon. Okay, but yeah, still, they might be cool. I mean, it's like an upgrade to the apartment, right? If you get an electric charger installed there. So yeah, let's see what you can do. Yeah, read what they have on the website and see if they have any tips on how to make it happen. The connection between like ChargePoint and your apartment owners. Let's see. What's up, Peter? As a vegan, do you ever call Angie Honey or Buttercup? No, I call her Sweetie. Or Sweets. Oh, wow. I've been on 2.5 hours. Jeez, time flies with you guys, man. I told Angie I would keep this one a little short. So let me see if I can answer a few more questions here before I got to start wrapping this up here. Yeah, Tina. Yeah, I find when I give vegan stuff to people, they hardly ever go, "Oh, that's so horrible." That's far from it. Uncle. No, I purpose, if I haven't like hit the on my plug-in electric car, if I haven't used any dyno diesel for like say a month or so, I'll turn it on just to get the engine going again. I don't want to like atrophy or decay or whatever like that. So I'll turn it on. But yeah, it turns out once in a while I need to turn it on, you know, just in my normal daily life. But that's pretty right. So I probably buy gas maybe 5 times a year. And when I do, I don't put in that much. I just like fill it up to like half full. And it's not the hugest tank in the world either. So I just like fill my car up. Like last time I bought gas, it was like I think I put in like 3 gallons or something like that. I was like, you know, not that much, like, you know, $12 or something, you know. Let's see. When's the best time to come to California, Peter, for vegan events? I don't know. Everything's different now that COVID happened. I mean, in the past, LA Veg Fest was in May. OC Veg Fest is in October. Those are our 2 biggest ones, the big ones. But there's, you know, if you spend like a couple weeks out here, there's always something kind of happening, Peter. So, you know, if you come in like the non-dead of winter, even stuff happens in winter. If you come anytime between like April and October, you know, there'll probably be something going on. Odds, you know, if you don't need a big event, there'll be something happening somewhere. A pop-up or like a small event where there's maybe like 5 vendors or something like that. Yeah, Trader Joe's. I need to go get more banana bread. I'm feeling bummed not having any banana bread right now. Yeah, Uncle, he just, Han Solo's cousin. He just gets the vegan stuff at Trader Joe's. He's got it down pretty good. Yeah, Uncle's right, though. In California, especially Southern California, the weather's pretty good year-round. Even if you came down in the middle of winter, odds are it probably won't be that bad coming from Victoria, Canada. Yeah, Aster. Yeah, buying apples in supermarkets, they usually coat it with some waxy thing. Yeah, farmers markets don't do that. I mean, maybe there's a few vendors that do, but like pretty much all the vendors I've seen at apple markets don't coat their apples with shellac or shiny stuff or whatever. So yeah, that's my tip. Find a smaller market or farmers market. Don't get them at the big markets. For that matter, if you have any other fruits, you can find at our a lot of fruits are seasonal, but here at least we get them year round. I know they keep them refrigerated, the apples, so we can get apples year round without any of the gunk on it. Yeah, I know not everyone has farmers markets available to them, but that's what we do. That's where we like to get our apples at, just for that reason alone, because I don't know what that shiny, like, why would you eat the shiny stuff for? It's like not necessary. All right, guys, I should get going. 2.5 hour live stream. I was planning to just come maybe an hour and a half or so, but you guys got me engaged again. So I'll definitely be back Friday for the big Friday live stream. And if you have any friends who think veganism is bad or whatever, let them know. They can come and try to debunk veganism, as long as they play by our very simple rules here. If not, we see what happens if they get timed out and then eventually banned. And that can happen to vegans as well, as what happened tonight. So anyway, let's see, I'll take a look at that Joe Rogan video. Which one is it, guys? Let me actually go to the channel. You guys could tell me which one it is, so I don't have to hunt around, because it's been a few days. Let me go back to Joe Rogan. Tell me if you guys know which video it was I should be looking at here on his channel. All right, so which one is the one I need to watch about meat? He said which one is it? You guys wanted me to respond to a video of his where he's saying some dumb stuff about veganism. Let me know which one it is here. Let me actually go to his channel. Maybe it's a different one. Videos. Is it the Conor McGregor one, maybe? Let me know. Yeah, I'm not sure which one. The corporatization of food? Which one is it, guys? Let me know. Which one is the anti-vegan video? Let's see if you guys know which one, because I know a few guys told me to watch it. Let me know, guys, if you know which one I should view here to make it more efficient to me to know which one to start in. No one knows? No one knows. You guys, I thought you knew everything. I'll wait another second or two to see if you guys know which video it is. No? Okay, well, I'll have to figure it out myself then if you guys aren't sure. So anyway, guys, yeah, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll see if I can get a Joe Rogan video done before then. It could be tough, but what's today? Tuesday? Do it, film it tomorrow, edit it Thursday. I could have something out by Thursday. Cameron Hayes is the video. Which one is that? Is that one of the videos here, Tina? Is that what you're saying? Now, I already did the one with Jordan Peterson, so it was one after that. So if you know which one of these it is, that would be cool. Who's... Oh, I'll figure it out, guys. Haynes. Okay, unfortunately, he doesn't have the name, but I'll click into it. Joe didn't put their names in the title, but I'll figure it out. That helps me out a lot with the Cameron Haynes. I'll just click into the show description and see which one says this one has Cameron Haynes as his guest. I'll figure it out. So thank you, Tina. You probably saved me 15 minutes of just clicking. Anyway, guys, yeah, fun stream. Thanks, you guys. And yeah, I'll be back Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys are always fun. Thank you, Peter and Uncle Wall, for moderating your butts off. You guys, yeah, had a few people on tonight. Thanks for timing them out and eventually banning the people that just consistently, just blatantly didn't do as I asked. So anyway, guys, yeah, that should be it this week. It's been a busy week. We have our album out, our video out. Been doing a lot of band-related stuff, fixing our website and getting promotions happening. So, I will try my best to get a video out, and if this Joe Rogan one pans out, I'll respond to it. All right, guys, anyway, I'll be back Friday night, and hopefully I'll see you guys all there on the big Friday night live stream, guys. So much love to you all. Peace out, and let's stay happy, healthy, and vegan.